Endangered Mammals, episode 23. Welcome back. Oh man. Get some of this stuff out of my way. Welcome everybody to the Two Endangered Mammals podcast, the number one podcast on my block.
Sure is.
I am your host, Mr. Tiger Adonaldo, and with me, back again, as always, is the one, the only, I'm gonna do a little drum roll, Mr. Pun Fu Panda. Mr. Pun, man, how are you, sir?
I'm well.
I see that.
Yep, I am.
Welcome back to you, man.
Thank you.
Welcome back to
Thank you. It's good to be back.
It's good to have you back. It's good to have you back. 100%. It's freaking great to have you back. I got the music turned up all loud.
I know. Yeah. Like it.
We're having a party in here. Oh man. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
It's been a minute.
It has, man.
It's been a minute.
It has.
It's been a hot minute.
I think the Tuesday before New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
We did that show Tuesday.
Yeah.
And
then that was it.
That was it.
That
was a wrap.
It was like, after that, it was curtains.
Yeah. Because that Monday was when I had to go into the queue. So.
Yeah, you had to go you had to go on vacation.
Yeah.
Had to go on vacation, if you will. Man, it is great to have you back, man. I am really excited. I really want to just jump into everything, man.
mean,
so since you're back,
yeah, fine.
Let's
do it.
Yeah,
why not?
Since you're back around here, why don't you just start off and tell everybody how they can reach you
on Instagram and Snapchat at Punfu Panda, and on Facebook Pun Capasso.
I almost didn't switch to you. I almost messed that up. Oh man! And if you want to reach me, you can reach me as always at Tiger39. That's THAIGER 39. You can reach me across all social media platforms. Mm-hmm. We got Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Twitch. As a matter of fact, anywhere that the media is of the social variety,
and where there's a handle,
you can reach me at Tiger39. If you don't have any of those and you just want to watch the live show, you don't really care about getting into the chat, just go to tiger39.live or tiger39.live/home and you can get in with us. Mm-hmm. If you want to listen to the podcast after the fact, just go to your favorite podcasting streaming platform of choice and look for Two Endangered Mammals. Oh, man. Like we never left. Like we never left. Man.
Don't call it a comeback.
Nope. We've been here for months. Been here for months. Oh man, let me make sure your mic is set up correctly because I did have okay, yeah, it's set up. All right, just making sure. Because when the Chocolate Girl Wonder was here, we had it set up a little bit differently. So cool. I remembered to put it back, so we're good to go. Nice. I feel like we got some people in the little chatty chat. Who do we have in there?
Gonz.
Oh, Gonzo's in there.
Ashley Hamburg.
Oh, Ashley Hamburg's so fine as. Hey, Ashley. She said, hey, y'all. Sound like a country girl. Hey, y'all.
Rosalie.
Oh, Rosalie's here?
Yeah. Yep. What's up, Rosalie? Miss Bowman.
Miss Bowman is up in here with us. I see Peppy No Neck is in here, and he's watching us. He informed us that he's watching.
Yeah, yep. What's up, Pops?
We got Josh Land over on
what
Twitch.
Up, Josh?
He's over on Twitch Land.
Okay. Twitch Land?
Yeah, he's over there on Twitch, getting his watch on, if you will. Who else do we have on Facebook?
That's it right now. At least that I'm seeing.
Okay. Yeah. Over on Instagram, we got Court Dog.
Okay. All right.
Oh man. Or court dog nasty. Okay. If depending on who you are.
Okay. All right.
Also the homie Dima from overseas.
What up, Dima?
Watching with us. Yeah, I told Courtney that the real party's over on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
And you can watch on YouTube, you can watch on Twitch, but the real party's on Facebook. I mean, you never know though, man. Twitch might blow up.
It
might blow up like it did last time. Yeah. I mean, that one what was it? You were coming in remotely last time when Twitch went off the hook.
Yeah.
Peppy No Neck
Peppy
with the new like.
Look at that. Yeah.
Liking the stream. I dig it.
Bowman sending stars. Look at
What?
that. Thanks, Bowman.
What?
Yeah.
Let me blow it up for Bowman. I'm sure that notification will come through in a minute. Oh, there it is. There it is. She didn't say anything though. She didn't type a message or anything like that. Josh said, "Hey, welcome back, Pun." Oh, we got a Choir of Wolves is in the chat on Twitch. Let's blow it up for Choir of Wolves.
Yeah, definitely.
Who else do we have in the chat on Instagram? Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling is in the chat. Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling is in the chat on Twitch. All right. I love it, man. I love it. I love it when we get a full house, man. When we get we get the peeps. We get the peeps in here. Let me make sure I'm not dropping any frames. It doesn't look like I am. Looks like everything's running pretty smoothly. Let me pull up my book of face.
Book of face.
The book of faces.
Book face.
I gotta turn the volume down. Boom. It doesn't look like we're dropping any frames on Facebook, so we're good.
Peppy Nonek said he was on Instagram, but there was no sound.
Oh, there's no sound on Instagram?
I don't know if that was just him on his maybe, or if the whole thing. I'm not sure.
You know what? Let me check.
Okay.
I'll just go right back here. That might have been just him. The video actually just stopped for Instagram for some reason, so I'm gonna re-up it because sometimes OBS has issues with Instagram, and I don't know why. I have no idea why. So I'm gonna restart that real quick. Shouldn't take long. Should take a hot second. Let's try this again. Don't worry, I shall be back. I'll be back any moment. Boom. Okay, start streaming. All right, and I'm back.
There you go.
And I am back with a notification. Carlos.
Okay.
Yeah, Carlos.
Oh, Carlos.
Yeah.
He's in the chat too.
Oh, is he?
What up, Carlos?
Shout out to Carlos. We appreciate the share, good sir. We appreciate the share. There, hopefully that takes care of our Instagram woes. He Drinks, Jokes, and Storyteller said, hey, sir, how are you? Said, glad to see you up and on. Panda is in the building.
Yep, thank you. Yep, I'm back.
You're back once again. Yo, Instagram is just having trouble, dude. It keeps every time I log in, it tells me on my phone that it's having trouble like with the video. So it might just be a Twitch and Facebook kind of day.
I mean, hey, you know.
and YouTube.
And YouTube, yeah.
And YouTube. You know, YouTube is always a good option. Hold on, I gotta tell some people. There we go. I just shot a text. I know I got some people trying to watch on Instagram, so I'll just let them know that you might have to go over to the Tube of You. Hold on. There. Boom. All right. So what's been up, man?
Shit.
It's been a minute. How does it feel to be back in house?
Oh, amazing.
That's what's up.
I mean, I didn't mind doing it remote, but it's much more.
It's a different feeling.
Yeah.
Like the timing is different. It takes a little getting used to.
Yeah.
The timing is different. The obviously we're doing it remote. Not only is there a delay to what goes out to the people, but there's a delay between me and you. There's just a slight delay. Yep. Like in person, everything, we're just right here. Everything is boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
But when you're doing it remotely, there's no physical cues when you're doing it remotely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless we're FaceTiming and then I can see you, but there really isn't any full physical cues. whenever you're doing it remotely over the phone. So like we end up interrupting you because you can kind of look at somebody and tell when they're about to pause.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And when you can't do that,
Yeah.
you get, but it was fun, man. It was fun.
Yeah,
the show must go on.
Yeah.
Ms. Bowman said, I honestly don't even know what stars do. However, it was an option. It can only be good, I assume. Stars are basically the same as tipping us. It's basically tipping us. Each star is like a penny or 2 cents maybe. I think it's a penny. I think each star is a penny. Yeah. Or each star costs you a penny. Yeah. And it's basically tipping us. So you just tipped us $2.35.
Thank you.
and we appreciate it. Matter of fact, blow it up again for you. Yeah, man. Doing it remotely is fine. Maria just asked. Also, Maria's in the house.
What up, Maria?
On Twitch. Maria just asked, Panda, did you get your Fire Stick set up?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Honestly, at this point, I just might buy a new TV so I can just download everything on it. Like,
buy a TV that already has it built in.
Yeah, right. Like,
Drinks just said, I hope the Fire Stick is working. Well, you got the answer to that.
Got the answer. I'm sure it does.
Oh, it works.
It works.
It works.
Just ain't plugged in yet.
You know what you should do? You should bring it over here. I'll set it up.
Yeah.
And then all you got to do is go home and plug it in. That's the best idea. Just actually, you know what? That might not work because it still needs to connect to your Wi-Fi at home.
Yeah.
I'll come over one day.
I'll get it done. It's just
the
main thing with me. The main thing with me is like, okay, I've had Netflix for how long? Like years. Like pretty much when it first came out, and I still only watch like a few things on it. I honestly don't watch that much TV. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't. So, like, even cable, like, I really don't even.
I mean, streaming is slightly different because it's this is how I feel. This is me. This is how I feel. Streaming is different than watching TV. Watching TV, you're kind of a slave to the TV. Yeah, you know what I mean. I got to be home at this time so that I can watch this show. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you want to go play basketball? You know what? Bachelorette is coming on. Not that we ever watched it, but Bachelorette is coming on. I got to get home. Listen, I know people. I had posted a meme. We'll talk about the meme in a second, but I know people that watch these shows religiously. Survivor, Bachelorette, whatever it is, whatever cooking show it is. What was that?
Honestly, I missed it.
Oh, Josh Land hosted us. Cool. My man Josh Land. Really quick, before I go any further, let me touch on something real quick.
That your mom's in the chat.
Oh, is Mom Duke's in the chat?
Yeah.
Hey, what up, Mom?
M2 Elite Tactical giveaway coming soon. What do people want?
Hey, M2 Elite Tactical. Yeah. He's the only one allowed to do that. Really quick, Drinks he's got a huge stand-up comedy stream coming up this weekend. So everybody on Twitch, make sure you go and follow Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling. Even if you're not on Twitch, go over there and follow him. Drinks, you have a YouTube as well, right? Do me a favor and post your well, I don't know if you'll be able to. Just post your YouTube handle in the chat. Yeah. But yeah, I guess he's got Tony Wood.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he signed up today to so if you're familiar with him, I know who Tony Wood is. I know who Tony. I'm a really big fan of stand-up comedy. Yeah. So yeah, he's doing he wants to break a record for money raised for some charities. Hell yeah. Cool. That is what's up, man. That is what's up. I love when people do stuff, when people are proactive and they do stuff. Oh shit, is Lano in the chat?
Lano is in the chat. Yep.
Lano in the chat. Also Bozak.
Yep. Britt, what's up, Britt?
What up, Britt? She said, "Hey guys, hey."
Dan Lamboy, he's in the chat.
Oh shit, we got some peeps.
And my dude Jason that I used to work with at UPS.
He's in the chat. Is he a dad or anything?
He is not. No,
he's not. Okay, boom. We also got my man Corey. Corey is in the chat. Awesome skater. Cool. Now that you're back on the scene, we'll get him on the show. Cool. Mr. Chris Goody is in the chat on Instagram.
What up, Chris?
And the esthetician herself, Miss Lady Wonder, is in the chat. The one that has my skin looking so chocolatey smooth, so smooth, so smooth.
Amber V is in the chat.
Amber V, all up in the chat. Look at my mom sending
look at
10
that.
stars.
Look
I
at
love
that.
it. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
Listen, nobody supports you like your mom.
Right?
Moms are full of support.
Right.
Moms are full of support.
Sometimes
100%.
even when they shouldn't.
But they do it.
Still do it.
They still do it. Oh,
I know there's
man.
probably been a few times where my mom was like, "This motherfucker."
Oh man, did we get a new follower? Oh, we got a new follower. Miss Courtney followed us on. Followed me on the good old Facebook.
Yeah,
I almost said the wrong name. I was about to say YouTube, but it was Facebook. Oh, what we get? We got a new like. Oh, Miss Bowman. Miss Bowman liked the stream. Okay, Miss Bowman, you're doing the most right now, but you know what? You're doing the most, but we appreciate it. Oh, man.
Your mom said, absolutely, so have I.
Listen, man, my mom has supported me through like every idiotic thing I've ever done and every like smart thing that I've ever done.
Yeah.
No matter how silly it is, my mom has supported me. No matter what it is. You know what I mean? Like I don't mean like, oh, I decided to make a career being a damn car thief or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Kayla just followed. Hey.
Thanks, Kayla.
I think that's the one. Yeah, nothing crazy. Oh, Miss Gonzo.
Mrs. Gonzo. Yeah. Jeez. The head of the house.
Yeah. The head of the Gonzo household. Yeah. She goes, yo, fuckers. She talks just like Gonzo. Right? I see why they're married. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. So, back to originally what I was. Oh God.
Oh jeez.
The president. President of the Fuck All the Way Off Club, Mr. Steven Belsky, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. What's up, Belsky?
What up, Belsk? Belskaroonie, Belskaroo Bonsai.
We're doing that again, huh?
Yeah, might as well. Might as well keep it going. Listen, I'm happy today. You're back. We're in great moods around here. I love this chapstick, man. It's so good.
Nice.
See, now Instagram is having trouble again? On the phone. Well, it's not that the stream didn't go down. It's just it tells me that it's having trouble. So watching it on the phone has been a little bit tricky. So, but yeah, we'll let it ride till the wheels fall off. That's how we do. Yep. Listen, as long as the main three are working, meaning YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, we're good.
Yeah.
Instagram has always been just kind of like a little seasoning on top of the
the little
salt, little paprika, little sage, little little cumin.
Cumin? Wow,
Yeah, cumin.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. I saw that the other day. I was over at Streetwear Chef's place, and he had some, and I didn't know what it was, but I was like, it must be a seasoning. So
you would be correct in that.
Yeah, you got to add a little seasoning to it. It's a little extra something, just a little extra spot for people to be able to watch. Back to what we were talking about being a slave to TVs.
Real quick.
Up.
Nicole said Ariana's not here, so filling in for her for the Bracelet Club.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well,
I like it. Thank you.
The adult version of the Bracelet Club.
Yes.
The adult version.
Yeah.
See, that's a beautiful thing, man. You gotta represent. When somebody's not here, somebody has to represent. I feel like we're about to have another notification pop through. So I'm gonna let it. There it is.
Just because I love you.
Boom!
Look at mom.
Look at mom. See, that's what I'm telling you, man. Moms. And I love you too, mom. Oh,
look at that.
Hold on, let me get a.
Better hit the right button.
Yeah, let me get a sound effect for that.
Okay. Better make sure you get that sound effect right.
That would have been terrible if I'd have hit the wrong sound effect.
Wah, man. What are you doing, dude?
Yeah, that wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have been able to go back over there for dinner anymore.
No.
Man. Wouldn't have been able. No more mac and cheese. No more. No more anything. No more. Oh, what was that? We got a new light.
Belsky.
Stephen Belsky.
Mr. Belsky.
The president of the Fuck All the Way Off Club. Oh man. So yeah, like the way I view streaming is you're not a slave to the television. You don't have to be home at a certain point. You watch what you want to watch when you want to watch it. I feel like my glasses are fogging. Whatever. You watch what you want to watch when you want to watch it. It's not like you have to be home at a certain point. So I kind of view streaming a little bit differently than I view just regular watching TV. You know what I mean? And I usually marathon stuff. Like we'll talk about that more in the lights and sound segment. That we're going to be getting to it earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be getting we're going to be getting into that earlier. Matter of fact,
Peppy Nonek did say that you watch TV every night. I hear you laughing. The thing with that is it's usually background noise. Because I'll start like doing crossword puzzles or something.
Right.
Not paying attention to what's on. But when I'm laughing, it's because I know something is on that I want to watch.
Okay.
So then, like, you know, if a movie's on like TNT or something, I'll, you know, something like that.
Only on TNT.
Or any of your other favorite channels, you know, that's USA, TNT, FX. They got some pretty good shows.
You know what? FX does have some pretty good shows, actually. You know what? Matter of fact, speaking of FX, why don't we just go ahead and get into Lights and Sound?
Lights and Sound.
Boom. Boom. The timing, son. The timing. Yeah, FX has some good shows. Yep. For those that don't know, this segment is called Lights and Sound. We have segments now. Yeah. We have one.
It's all right.
This segment is eventually going to be its own show. But right now, this segment is called Lights and Sound, is dedicated to our friend Kelsey, who I don't think she's in the chat yet, but when she gets in here, we'll let her know. So yeah, basically it's just what we've been watching, listening to, using as background sound. Basically anything media related.
Yeah.
Not social. It's regular media related. So so you just use it as background sound, huh?
I mean, okay. Like obviously when Stranger Things was on Netflix.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's still on, but I watched that.
Right.
I kind of binged it, but I didn't. Like I would I kind of like would watch like 5 episodes in a row and then take a little break.
That's 5 hours.
Yeah.
Basically. Or a little under.
Yeah.
A little under 5 hours, but still basically 5 hours. So
and then like right now there's nothing current. Like I finished Altered Carbon.
Okay.
That was dope.
The latest season?
Yeah, with
did you watch the animated movie?
Not yet, no.
There's an animated movie. Okay. You should definitely check it out. It's good.
So I think I'm caught up. I watched the first season and the one with Anthony Mackie. Right? Okay. Those are the only 2 seasons so far of.
Yeah.
So then I'm all
you're caught up. You're caught up. Yeah, watch the I think the animated one takes place in between the two.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I do believe it takes place in between the two. Real quick, Mr. Blake Davis is in the chat on Instagram.
Hey.
Wrong
See?
one. And also Lano is in the chat on Instagram as well. Ooh. Lano's all over the place right now.
Nice.
Yeah, Lano's all over the place right now. Our Altered Carbon, man, is super, super, super.
I like the premise.
Yeah. The idea of it and the fact that it's almost like you know how they say like Batman, right? Batman is like anybody can wear the suit.
Yeah.
Right? Altered Carbon kind of took that and was like, no, literally
anybody could wear the suit.
Yeah, this anybody can be this sleeve. Anybody can be the sleeve. You know what I mean? Like that's a hell of a premise. And then you can get these heavy hitters to come in, do a season.
Yeah.
They don't have to sign up for 5-6 seasons, just a season.
Yeah.
And you know, and then keep it pushing. I love it. I love it. I have a feeling the next season, I don't want to talk. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that the next season, the original, he might be using his original body more.
Okay. I can see that.
Because some things happened in the last season that kind of hinted towards that. So spoiler alert if you haven't watched Altered Carbon. What is it, like a year old now? It's like
I think a year.
Yeah, it's like a year, maybe a little, maybe a tad bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, great show, man. Great show. What else have you been watching on the flicks?
I did start Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
Because I hadn't watched any of it.
Yeah,
but I kept hearing about it.
I remember you telling me that you were thinking about watching it. So you finally started it.
It's funny. Mainly because I love Eugene Levy.
Okay. And Eugene Levy is funny as hell.
And then his son,
Now, is his actual son?
Yeah.
Oh, it's his actual son.
Yeah.
Does he play his son on the show? Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God.
It's and then the mom from Home Alone, the first two with Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
She's in it. She plays the mom and the wife.
She makes a great mom.
Yeah.
She makes a great
her
mom.
character is just crazy.
Yeah, I feel like she's always playing a crazy character, or crazy adjacent.
Yep.
She's always in Home Alone. She was crazy. Like who else
had
would
all
leave,
them kids?
Yeah, and who else would like leave a whole ass child?
Right.
Leave a whole ass child and not immediately turn back around and go back.
Yeah.
Oh man. Gonzo said you got to watch Yellowstone.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it.
I see it all the time, like preview, like advertised.
A trailer or two.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
It does.
I might give it a whirl. Yeah,
I might give it the old 1-2.
Yeah,
you know, give it the old razzle dazzle. See what happens.
And then because I try to go to sleep, but I can't. Super late. I forgot what nights. It actually might be tonight. Mayans. So it's
that's the follow up
to Sons of Anarchy.
So,
but it's about the Mayan MC.
Yeah.
I kind of I started watching it, but then kind of like got away from it.
I've seen clips of it on like Instagram and then just randomly on YouTube, and it made me interested. Lano said this is a great show too to watch.
Oh.
2 Endangered Mammals. Yes, you are right, sir.
Thank you, Lano.
Thank you, Lano. We appreciate that. Hope I'm not just reading that late and he's talking about something else, but I'm gonna assume it was us.
Hey, if it wasn't, it is now.
Yeah. So, we taking that. We taking that. We gonna take that compliment.
And so now that I started watching it again, I've gotten further than I did before. I'm glad I started watching it again.
Okay,
because I was interested in it and I liked it, but I think because it wasn't as fast paced at first as Sons of Anarchy was, I kind of got it was kind of too slow because I was used to the Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
So
Sons of Anarchy was kind of batshit insane right off the gate
from episode from the first episode, season 1, it was just boom,
and it just kept hitting you like boom, 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 boom.
So I think that's why I kind of just got away from it. But then when I saw it was on again, I'm like, all right, I'm going to watch it and I'm going to get farther than I did.
Yeah.
And now that I did that, it's a pretty good show.
Kind of hooked.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check it out, man. Josh Land said, fuck yeah, I'll definitely co-sign that. 2 Endangered Mammals.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Hold up for Josh Boogie. Josh from the land.
Yep.
I always see clips of it, and I definitely want to watch it. I'm watching so much, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been watching. I keep saying this. I've been watching so much anime. It's gotten to the point that I finished everything on Netflix, pretty much.
Okay.
And now I have a Crunchyroll account and I have a Funimation account.
I mean, hey, man,
and I just sit here watching anime, bro. And the thing is, everything except for tentacle porn. I don't watch that stuff. But everything, whether it's drama, whether it's comedy, whether it's romance, whether it's all of it, dude. All of it.
This is a pretty big step for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've always been an anime fan, but normally it's
romance and drama. That's never been.
You know what it is? You know what I think it is? Even the romance stuff that I've been watching, there's sci-fi elements to it. Okay. Or the Love, Chinubio, and Other Delusions. That shit is ridiculous, dude. It's watch the first episode of that and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just watch the first episode and you'll be like, what the hell? What the hell is Tiger watching? But yeah, man, I've been watching all types of anime. I've always known that a lot of the things in Japan are animated. So they're dramas, they're sitcoms, but I never sat and watched it. I would watch, obviously Dragon Ball Z, Fist of the North Star, stuff like that. But then I was I saw a couple things, I was bored, and I was like, all right, let me watch it. And then it held my attention. So much more than I could never watch an American romantic movie. I can't.
Yeah.
I tried once and was like, nah, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. This is too cheesy. This is too. But yeah, these I'm able to watch them, man. Like there's always something else going on, and like maybe I'm not watching romance anime because there's always some other stuff going on. Like one of them, like the world ended.
Oh shit.
And like they're the last two people, but then they find other people, and then there's other things going on. But then there's like a romantic undertone to it, and they don't beat you over the head with it. Plus, from what I've read, Brett said he hasn't watched anime since Vampire Hunter D. Vampire Hunter D is a great anime, by the way. If you've never watched it, it's a great freaking anime. His freaking hand talks to him. It's an interesting anime. He's a vampire hunter, but his hand is like his hand has a whole ass personality. Like it's good. It's good. I'll just leave it at that. So you know how like here. Like movies over here, they try to beat you over the head with the romantic angle. Even in like action movies,
right?
Like somebody's gonna bang somebody or something. I'm like, I'm good on that. The Japanese ones, like what I'm watching, they just build up to like holding hands.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like the thing. They're like, I just want to hold her hand.
Yeah.
And there's all this other stuff going on, but then he's working on holding this girl's hand.
Okay.
And I'm like, I can work with that.
Yeah.
I can deal with that. I ain't got to worry about a sex scene. I ain't got to worry about none of that. Like every time somebody gets overly sexy, like everybody gets embarrassed, like they fall over, like I can work with this. So I think that's what it is. I think it's the way that they handle it. They handle it differently than Western films. Yeah. So I can work with it. But yeah, I've been watching a ton of anime, all of it. So when people are like, oh, what kind of anime? You like all of it. All of it. Like just all of it. Whatever's
Give me
there.
all the anime.
Whatever's on the streaming services, I will watch. There's one where a guy goes to an alternate universe and the only thing he has with him is his cell phone. And this other universe is like not primitive, but it's like medieval in a sense. And they think he's magic because he has a fucking cell phone.
That'd be dope, actually.
He's like, yeah, this can capture moments in time. And they're like, oh shit, like we might need to get that up off you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've been watching that, and I've been watching what is it? I think it's called Beyond the Wire. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard.
Yeah, with Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, Beyond the Wire. Yeah.
Here's the thing, man. I enjoyed watching it. I'll say this. Have you watched the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, if you want to watch it, don't watch the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Because they basically spoil the entire movie in the trailer. It's pretty much Terminator Training Day is what the fuck it is, to be honest with you. Like, not as, but it's a bit. So as I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, this is interesting. They're kind of going in the direction of like a Terminator Training Day, right? Okay. But then you watch it and you're like, oh, wait. No, they're literally just like beat for beat.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I was like, hey, that's a bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a letdown. Like it's cool to watch. The action scenes are dope to watch.
I'll probably still watch it.
Yeah, definitely watch it. It's fun.
Well, I love Anthony Mackie too.
So do I. I'm a big fan. I'm glad he's getting a lot more work.
Like I was so happy that was the way they went with Captain America.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like
although they're talking about old boys in talks to come back.
Well, we'll talk about that off air.
Oh, I mean,
we could talk about it now.
Yeah,
I don't think that's
lights and sound.
He's going to be.
You think it'll be a different universe?
Cap, but I think it's with the next. Like, so you know how the first build up, like the first thing of the movies was the Infinity War.
Yeah.
That's part of the next.
Oh, okay.
Like I have a feeling, like what I think the next era for the Marvel movies is going to be.
Really quick, shout out to our homie Dean. He's up in the chat on Facebook.
What up, Dean?
Also, Josh Ladd said he watched American Skin last night, and whoa, I want to watch that as well. Please continue, Pun.
I think the next phase of the Marvel movies, especially from what everything's been out,
right?
And I'm not like a big Marvel guy. Like usually I go to Willie Makahincha for my
Willie Makahincha.
Because that dude knows the Marvel universe inside and out.
Is he in the chat?
Not yet.
Now? He's not in there yet.
No.
Mr. Herb 1 is in the
Herb
chat.
1
Gonzo said, "Talk about it now."
But from what I've gathered from all the stuff they've been putting out and like teasers and whatnot,
right,
it kind of looks like it's going to be the Secret Invasion.
Ooh.
So like the Secret Wars.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Cap or like Chris Evans comes back as Cap.
Okay.
So you'll still have, Anthony Mackie, but Chris Evans' Cap will be in a different.
Okay.
Like a different meaning
I can dig
behind
that.
it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So you'll still have the new Cap.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chris Evans, he'll be Captain America, but not as we know him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why he's coming back.
Dean, no, we haven't talked about WandaVision yet. I haven't watched it yet. Have you watched it?
I haven't because I didn't hook my Fire Stick up yet. But from seeing the stuff and then hearing people who have watched it, it makes complete sense.
Okay.
It is out there.
Isn't it based off of what, House of M, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's bad shit insane.
Yeah. So like Will watched it and I believe Belsky watched it too.
Belska Rooney.
And yeah, Dean said it's very, very strange.
Very strange. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't yet.
Like
you know what? Maybe I'll watch that this week.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch it this week. And
Will said on Facebook last night because he watched it and he made a post last night, or it was either last night or the night before, saying what sitcom did he use? Was it the Brady Bunch?
Oh God.
I forgot which one he used, but it was like, hey, if you're wondering what to think of WandaVision, just watch this sitcom from like the 50s.
Wow.
And if you watch it, it makes sense. It kind of looks very 50s sitcom-ish.
Oh, wow.
Like they're in like a town that they're not supposed to be. I don't even know. Like it's.
Dean said it's
Bewitched.
black and white 60s style sitcom. Like Bewitched. Yeah, I can see that. Dude,
Yeah.
Bewitched. So those are some of the shows that, you remember how I always tell you I always go down these little rabbit holes of old 50s, 60s, 70s TV shows on YouTube. And Bewitched is one of them that it's a rabbit hole that I went down. And like I'm watching it, and then as I'm watching it, I'm thinking to myself, this shit is sexist as fuck.
Oh,
like he just keeps this chick in a bottle in his house and she just like you could. So like a lot of times people will say, yo, you couldn't get away with this kind of TV show these days, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like, oh, that's a shame, right? But then a lot of times you're like, yeah, with good fucking reason, dude. Like with good fucking reason. It's kind of like the Honeymooners, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't exactly get away with that these days.
No.
Because he was threatening to smack the shit out of his wife.
Yeah.
Like every other episode, he's like, pow, zoom, right there. I'm like, what do you think he was talking about? Yeah, you can't get away with that. You know, like freaking what's another one? Brady Bunch had a lot of sexual undertones in it.
Yeah.
Like I go back and watch that and I'm like, whoa. Cause these kids ain't related to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're stepbrother and sister. And if Pornhub has taught us anything, you don't want that combination.
No.
You don't want that combination in the house under each other. Yeah. Gonzo said, I Dream of Jeannie for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I Dream of Jeannie is probably even worse.
That's what I mean. It's like
Wasn't I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched kind of like the same premise? Or no, Bewitched was an actual witch. I Dream of Jeannie, he kept her in the bottle. Yeah. Bewitched was just an actual witch. Yeah. And she was married to a regular. Really quick, Stephen Feliciano is in chat.
Dean said WandaVision is sexist too. It is because of where it's taking place.
Yeah.
It takes literally like everything that people have mentioned in the comments. That's kind of what you could, it's all of those shows.
Yeah.
It's any show from the 60s and 70s.
It's a period piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like if they, when they make period piece movies, right?
Yeah.
You kind of can't go screaming, yo, this movie is racist. That's what was going on at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have a conspiracy theory that's why Hollywood greenlights so many period pieces. Is so that they can keep people of color like out of like big budgeted movies. Because there's a lot of big budgeted period pieces. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's easy to be like, oh, well, no, of course there's no diversity. White people were running shit in the 1926. So like personally, I kind of feel like that's one of the reasons that they greenlight period pieces like so quick. What we got going on? Oh, new light. Mikey Ventura. Mikey V. Yeah, so but that's just me.
I mean,
that's my Hollywood conspiracy theory.
Look, I think Hollywood has taught us a lot of things that they aren't exactly like on any front.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why I've always said, why do we use Hollywood as the bar?
I don't know why.
Like,
why is the litmus? I have no idea.
Just because they made themselves the bar?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, that's like giving yourself a nickname.
Yeah, honestly, fuck Hollywood,
right?
Like Public Enemy said, burn Hollywood, burn.
Yeah.
The thing about Hollywood. Oh, really quick. Steven said Umbrella Academy season 2 touched on racism, sexism, and did it pretty well. Weren't they time travelers though? So like they knew this shit was wrong.
Yeah.
But the people they were around didn't really know. Oh, they knew, but they didn't know. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was set in Texas in the 60s. Fuck. Listen, Texas in the 60s is not the place to be. If you are anything other than pearly white, Texas is not the place to be in the 60s. Definitely not. My feelings on Hollywood, man, are this. Like, I feel like, as with anything, it becomes the gatekeeper to keep certain people out of the movie industry.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's getting harder for them to do it, so they resort to things like IMDb, the Actors Guild, the Actors Union, things like that. And I get it. You don't get points unless it's part of this. And to me, that's like basically putting a license on acting. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can act, you can act.
Yeah.
If you want to make a movie, make a fucking movie. Like, nowadays it's so easy to make really good content and really good movies, and you don't need to go the route of trying to get it published in Hollywood. You don't need to do that.
No.
You know what I mean? You can make a movie and put it on YouTube and make a killing.
Yeah.
Not that it's all about the money, it's about the art, but you can put it on YouTube and get, people will watch it like crazy. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's kind of like that for almost anything. Like me and John always talk about this, and I always bring this up to him. And I say, I give it another 5 years before you have to have a license to be a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, there's certain things that, why do you have to have a license to do that? You know what I mean? Like, why do you have to go to acting school in order to act in something? You don't have to, but it makes it way easier. Yep. You know what I mean? Why do you have to be part of the cult of Hollywood in order to get into movies? Like, if you got artistic friends and y'all all have the same vision, y'all should be able to get together and make some movies. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you can, but they might try to hinder you. You know what I mean? Right now, there's a lot of like really great independent movies that are getting theatrical releases because of all of the big studios putting things on streaming now. So the movie theaters are kind of hurting. So now they're reaching out to a lot of the independent directors and independent producers, independent filmmakers, and they're like, hey, let's give it a theatrical release. You know, and you know, I think it's good.
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
I think that's a good thing. I think we need that kind of diversity in what's the word? The diversity in the distribution. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to be just the big people that get stuff distributed. It should be, everybody should be able to get their stuff out there and get their stuff watched. That's just my personal opinion. I have no science to back this up.
Well, no, I mean, but not even in the movie industry. It usually is. In anything, there's usually one entity that's trying to control anything in that category.
Absolutely.
Whether it be like sports, like movies, music, anything.
I mean, hell, like, look at the ratings board, dude. Nobody knows what the fuck they do.
Right?
No, people barely know who they are.
Yeah.
And nobody knows like the guidelines as to what they deem, because a R rating can ruin your if you make a movie that like you kind of want everybody to go see and it catches an R rating because there's a couple curse words in it. Yeah. Now only adults can go see your movie. Yeah. That can drastically affect how much money your movie actually makes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's such a weird thing, and that's one entity that rules like over the entire movie board. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they necessarily. I don't know if they do. I think you have to get a rating in order to get your movie distributed. If I'm not mistaken. So even with independent films, they have to send it in. It gets rated, and then they'll hit them with this weird. I watch a couple of YouTube channels where they talk about films and things like that, and they talk about how the ratings board will. Like, so somebody will make a movie. It'll be a great movie. The ratings board would be like, nope, this is rated X.
Right.
They're like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then a lot of times they don't even tell them why.
Yeah.
They're just like, this is rated X. So they take some of the gore out, or they take, some of the violence out of it. Okay, now it's rated R. Okay, well, how do we get to PG-13?
And then at that point, you don't have a movie.
Yeah, yes. Like there's been so many movies where like literally 30 minutes of movie is taken out, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you consider that most shots are like 5 to 10 second shots.
Yeah.
So 30 minutes is a lot of story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's things that happen in movies that you might be like, why the fuck did that happen?
Yeah.
And then you see the uncut version and you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. You know what I mean? But then until then, you're just kind of watching a fucking movie.
Like, see, like, I don't know if this is a good thing or bad thing, but like when I was growing up, ratings really didn't matter.
No, because
my of course, like, mom and dad didn't want us. Dad's not so much. He was like, all right, fucking do whatever you want. But he also made sure we knew what we were playing, what we were watching, what we were listening to. Same thing with mom. Like, she was more strict at times about what we listened to and watched when we were little. Mm-hmm. But even then, it was like, well, this is a game or this is a movie.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? Like, so we knew about that stuff. Like, my grandfather was letting me watch Under Siege the one time.
Wait, really?
With Steven Seagal and the battleship or whatever.
Yeah.
And my grandma walked in and was like, Jack, what are you letting him watch? Like, oh, he's a kid. He knows it. He knows it's a movie. Just let him watch it.
Oh,
and like,
my God.
so that was funny. The thing. Like, we knew, like, our parents, I guess, were parents. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they made sure you could watch, listen, play whatever you want, but make sure this isn't real life. If you do this stuff in real life, there's consequences.
Yeah.
And we knew those consequences.
Consequences and repercussions.
Yeah. And like, we knew what those would be. So.
Well, during that time too, man, like PG movies used to be pretty freaking out there.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Like, oh, Coco
she's
Doe.
in the chat too. Yep.
One half of the Doe Bombers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about this. The original Poltergeist is a PG. It's a PG movie. It's not even PG-13.
It's not even, not even PG-13.
And a dude rips his whole fucking face off.
Yeah.
Like, a dude literally rips his own face off in that movie. That's what PG was. Gremlins was PG.
Yeah.
Gremlins was PG. And as a matter of fact, people freaked out about that. I think Gremlins. Hey, Coco. Coco said hi. I think Gremlins was the reason, or either Gremlins 1 or Gremlins 2 was the reason that PG-13 happened.
Oh, okay.
Because people went into Gremlins thinking, oh, it's PG. This is going to be a cute little. Nah. Raiders of the Lost Ark was PG.
Yeah.
And two fucking dudes melted in that movie.
Like right in front of you.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
melt.
People got shot and
shit.
In the the third one, didn't he fucking yank a dude's heart out?
Yeah.
Reach in there, yanked his still beating heart out, and that was PG. PG-13 is kind of, when you look at PG-13 movies now, PG-13 and PG was supposed to be like, when they made PG-13, PG was supposed to be like, okay, kid friendly. Mm-hmm. PG-13 was supposed to be that with a little bit of spice. Yeah, like, you could still curse. Like, matter of fact, most of the PG movies back then, there was boobs, there was all types of wild shit. Mm-hmm. There just wasn't blatant sex scenes. Yeah, when it was rated R, there was you expect sex. Yeah, but PG was like, all right, there's a
real quick, Soya's in the chat.
Oh, shout out to Soya up in here. Josh said, fantastic reference, Tiger. Consequences and repercussions. Hell yeah. Yeah. Life, homie. Life. Right. Somebody take my cornbread. There's going to be consequences and repercussions. PG used to be a lot more adult friendly and a lot more, it didn't, how do I say this? It was a lot more young adult friendly. Yeah. Young adults are out here cursing their ass off. Like, there was nothing in a PG movie that young adults, I'm not saying little kids, I'm saying like young adults, teenagers, that they're not seeing or hearing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not seeing or hearing. So there's no need to not have it in the movie. You can have a few curse words in the movie. There's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? And then when PG-13 hit, it was like, okay, did you know PG-13 movies, you can say fuck one time. Really? Yeah, that's why I remember. What was it? Which movie was it when fucking Wolverine went back in time?
Logan. No. Wolverine. I think it was just Wolverine.
Was it? It wasn't. I thought it was Days of Future Past.
Well, he goes back in that too.
Yeah,
but there is one that he.
So the original, like the one X-Men when they first meet, when they're young and they first meet Wolverine and he's like fuck off.
Oh yeah, that's First Class.
Okay, so that was their one for that movie.
Okay,
if you notice, that was the only time it was said.
Oh yeah.
And then when Wolverine went back in time, if you notice, Xavier was like, I think I'll say what you said to me. Fuck off.
Oh yeah,
that was their one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was Days of Futures Past.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you get one. You get one fuck. I do know that you get one fuck, and it could still be Dean just said they say fuck once in a PG-13 movie. Yeah, you get one. Yeah. Isn't that weird?
That's crazy. My whole life would be rated R.
Right. just living life would be rated R. Right? Elementary school would be rated R.
Yeah.
If parents think that their kids don't be cursing at middle school, they got another thing coming. Listen, when my mom wasn't around, I was a freaking sailor. You would have thought I was a whole ass adult the way I was cursing, man. I was woo wee. Oh shit. We got some messages over here on the good Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Who is this? Nice stream. 2 Endangered Mammals podcast was very good. Love this. I'm about to design a custom overlay for your stream. Okay. Okay. You can find all the details. Just follow my link on my Twitch. Okay. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. Blow it up for him. Dr. Julius is also is in the chat on Instagram. And he said Goonies was PG.
Yeah.
And there was some shit happening. Like they were killing people.
Right.
Like there was some stuff happening.
Dead bodies and
Yeah. Man, Goonies is such a great movie.
It is.
Goonies is such a great movie. Goonies is one of those movies that ticks all the boxes for me. Yeah. It's an adventure. Mm-hmm. You're not beat over the head with the romantic undertones.
You're not. No.
It's a coming of age story. Yep. It's a friendship story. Mm-hmm. It's got a semi-diverse cast. You got the Asian guy, so there's a minority. Because I always say Breakfast Club is one minority away from being a perfect movie. Yeah. So Goonies is probably that movie, man. For me. Yeah. It ticks all the boxes. It ticks all the boxes. Isn't that Josh? That's Josh Brolin in that, right?
That's Thanos.
Fucking Thanos is in that. Thanos and Cable.
So
is in that. Yeah. Is Josh Brolin the only person that plays 2 characters in the Marvel universe?
I think he is.
I think he might be. No. Chris Evans.
Oh yeah, that's right.
As he was in Fantastic Four and
the bad Fantastic Four.
Yeah. I mean,
so we don't even count that.
Here's the thing. So, compared to that last one, those are the good Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oof.
Oh man.
Oof.
That's you know what? The first movie I ever saw Josh Brolin in, fucking Thrasher. It's a skate movie.
Oh yeah,
I think that was his first movie. It might have been his first movie, but he was definitely in that, and he was definitely skating in that. Josh Brolin is built like a wrestler, like a collegiate wrestler. Yeah, like he's got those short, stubby arms. He looks like he wrestled. Yeah, he definitely looks like he wrestled at some point. But yeah, he's in that, and he's in Goonies. Mm-hmm. I feel like he's in something else too. Who would have thought? Who would have thought he would have went?
Pull him up real quick, and we'll just peruse his. We'll peruse his movie career.
We'll just see what's going on.
Yeah.
Peruse his IMDb. Did you find him on there?
IMDb? Yeah.
Yeah. Go all the way down to the bottom. See what his first shit was. His first one was the Goonies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, then he was in like video.
Yeah, the music videos for Thrasher. Good Enough, which was the theme song. Then Thrasher. So his second movie was Thrasher.
Thrasher, yeah. Highway to Heaven. That was a TV series.
He was on the 21 Jump Street TV series?
Yeah. Yep.
Holy shit. Dude, 21 Jump Street was a bugged out fucking TV series, dude. Was. Like, if you go back and watch it, like, these fuckers were having romances with high school chicks. Like, hold on a minute. Yeah. Motherfucker, you only look like you're in high school. Right? You ain't supposed to be.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to be doing that stuff.
Fucking Johnny Depp was up in there. I don't know if he was smashing a bunch of, but I know there was like a romantic undertone, like at some point. some high school chick got sweet on him, and it was it got a little weird. You know what else is a weird fucking movie?
No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, he was in that.
Yep,
he was in that.
American Gangster.
Yeah. He was the crooked detective.
Yep.
Josh Brolin's an acting motherfucker.
He is, man.
He can act his ass off.
Jonah Hex.
He was Jonah Hex.
Yep.
Terrible movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it.
I did.
Yeah, it's
horrible.
It's not great. I got about 10, 15 minutes in, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. True Grit.
Oh, was he in True Grit?
Yeah. He was Tom Chaney.
Oh.
And then Men in Black 3.
He was definitely Men in Black.
He was young Agent K.
He played Agent K to a fucking
He
T,
did.
dude.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know how long it took him to learn to mimic.
Right,
what was that actor's name? Damn, what's that actor's name?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it took him to get his mannerisms, but
he nailed it.
Yeah, even in the trailer when he's like, "How do you know my name?"
Right?
I was like, "Oh shit, this is." I was like, "This dude is on point." This dude is on
Sicario.
point.
He was in.
Yeah. He played a sandal wearing CIA cat in Sicario. He can act, man. He can act. You'd be surprised. Like a lot of people think, not you obviously, but a lot of people will see somebody in a high profile movie and think that they just got in the game, but then don't realize that they've been acting since back in the day. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then there's people that were like hot shit in like, let's say the 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
And then just decide to take a break, right? Like there's a lot of young actors, and in acting, a young actor is like 30. You know what I mean? Because one of the rules in Hollywood is don't work with kids or animals.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons that they don't work with kids a lot, and also one of the reasons why children's movies are usually aren't as high budget a lot of times as other movies is because with the union, you can't work children more than a certain amount of hours.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of like the bigger names and like bigger child actors have twins.
Yeah.
Because they'll just,
flop them.
Yeah. So or 8 hours with one, 8 hours with the other. You know what I mean? The Olsen twins. That's what they were doing. They would flop them out. Tia and Tamara.
They did
that for a while.
The boy twins from Full House.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They would just flip them out. So yeah, there's a lot of like a lot of the young actors, late 20s, early 30s. You think like their career is just getting started, and then go to their IMDb and like they were doing shit way back, when they were kids, whether it be commercials or sitcoms or whatever, and then took a break. And those are the ones that take breaks are usually, because being a child actor, I don't know what it is that Hollywood is doing. I don't know what it is about these work hours, but it doesn't end well a lot of times for child actors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they end up with issues. Like the bigger the child actor, a lot of times the worse off they are. Then you have people like Alfonso Ribeiro that took a break. He was a child actor. He was on Silver Spoons and like a couple other things. Yeah. Took a break and then came back, and he's been doing fine. But then you have like the people that was on like what was that fucking show? Different Strokes.
Yeah.
That whole cast.
is
the whole cast.
Just
fuck, dude. The fuck were y'all doing on set? Clearly a lot of drugs. Like
clearly.
Real
quick, Mr. Gregorig is in the chat on Facebook.
Gregorig. I still gotta get that, man, so he can have his own Dean brought up Neil Patrick Harris. Yeah. Neil, he took a break.
He did.
And he still went through some things, but he's doing great right now, but he took a break. He was Doogie Howser.
Yep.
I had a friend that looked exactly like Doogie Howser.
Really?
And we called him Doogie.
Nice.
Like that was his nickname. He was part of a hardcore band that I produced for a while back in DC. Yeah. Yeah. He was an interesting cat, man. He was an interesting cat. And he just embraced it. He was like, hey, I look like the cat, so whatever. Right. But yeah, we called him Doogie. Cool. He was like one of my best friends for years. I wonder what he's up to now. I don't even know his real name. Oh. Like I've literally only called him Doogie.
Yeah. Then he came back with Starship Troopers. Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You're right. Starship Troopers.
Yep. Wow. Let's see if that was
such a great fucking movie.
The first one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck the rest of them, dude.
I did watch the other ones and one time. Like,
Hot garbage.
Like I'll watch Starship Troopers. Like, oh shit, okay, I'll watch this. Like if it's on.
Yeah, I'll continuously watch Starship Troopers.
But them other ones, like I said, I watched them once just because I saw the first one, and that was it.
After that, it was curtains.
I can't watch these.
After that, it was curtains. Oh man, yeah. I was about to say something. No, I can't think of what I was about to say. Oh yeah, I watched.
He did, dude. Neil Patrick Harris has been in a lot of shit, bro.
Did he do a lot?
So 88, he was in. Well, I don't know any of these. So Doogie Howser was. Why is this not even on here? Oh, so 89 to 93 was Doogie Howser, but he was in Quantum Leap.
Oh shit! So were those like, were they full blown like he was in them, or was he just working?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I think he might have did an episode or two, but he wasn't like on a dedicated. I think he did Doogie Howser, which was a dedicated show to him, and then I think after that he would do one-offs here and there.
So like on Roseanne, he was Dr. Doogie Howser.
On Roseanne?
Yeah. He was on Blossom.
You know, man.
He was in The Simpsons, obviously.
The chick that played Six on Blossom was thick AF, dude.
Yeah.
And then after Blossom, that chick was on every black sitcom on the every black sitcom that was on WB at the time, she was on or made an appearance. And I'm pretty sure it's because she was quite bootiferous. Like she had a badonk, and she sings like country music or something like that. She sings like folk music. Was it Lisa Van Oy or Jessica Van Oy? It's something Van Oy.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to have a crush on her. Because I was like, good Lord, like what? Because, you know, again, went down a rabbit hole, started watching Blossom. And then towards the end, I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, how is this chick so thick? And then every black sitcom that came out for like a good hot minute, she was on like 3 or 4 different ones. I was like, yo, clearly,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, Dean said Rico's Roughnecks.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
That
was such a great freaking movie, dude. Such a great fucking movie.
He was Spider-Man TV series. He was Peter Parker.
Animated series?
He played the voice, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Voice acting's a little different though.
No, yeah, I know, but still, I mean, he did.
He's been working. He's definitely been working.
Harold Kumar, Girl White Castle.
Well, yeah, but he was an adult by then.
Well, I know, but still,
but what I'm saying is he had to have taken like a little bit of a break. So how, like, was there ever a lull, like a year lull in between the projects?
Nope.
Never a time? He was just constantly working.
Until, I mean, he was going 88.
Doing things, huh?
Yeah.
But if you look, it doesn't.
I mean,
it doesn't look like like he was like
Doogie Howser was the big one, and Capital Critters, whatever the hell that was.
Yeah.
Like those were
the other ones were like one-offs, episodes here and there.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You got to have that break, man. You got to take a little breather. You got to do a little something. Self-care.
Yeah.
I think what happens is
Family Guy.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Everybody's been on Family Guy.
Everybody's been on Family. Robot Chicken.
I think what happens is Jackie P is in the chat on Instagram. Also, my homie, Mr. Sam from the island, aka Logic Sam.
Okay.
I think with kid actors, I don't know if it's a combination of parental greed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the parents just try to keep them working so because they can keep making money. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Because a lot of them like become adults and don't even have the money that they made when they were kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? With the exception of like the Olsen twins and people. But even they went a little out there.
They did.
And it was for a long time, it was the cool thing to make fun of them. Mm-hmm. And nobody talked about like the mental strains that they went through as children being on this show. Like, just because it's a sitcom don't mean that it's all rainbows and sunshine behind the scenes.
You don't see what's going on. Real quick, you probably know this. He did a voice on Saints Row 4.
I feel like I did know that. I feel like I feel like the only reason I know that is because I saw it on one of the gaming sites that I go on. Who was he?
DJ Veteran Child.
Oh shit, that was him.
Yep.
That character had dreads and everything.
He was on Dragon Ball Z.
The American version, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I can't say that last word. Abridged.
Dragon
Ball Z abridged.
Jackie P said it's so good to see the two endangered mammals together again. It is.
Yeah.
It is. Peppy No Neck said he's watching Charlie's Angels.
Of course you would be.
Oh, man.
So Neil Patrick Harris was in something called Attack of the 50-Foot Gummy Bear.
What?
It's a short.
What the hell is that?
And he played he was the voice of Steve.
I'm assuming Steve is somebody that got attacked by these giant gummy
bears. It just says Attack of the 50-Foot Gummy Bear. It was in 2014.
I'll tell you this, man. I couldn't be attacked by a 50-foot gummy bear because it'd be me attacking the gummy bear. I like gummy bears way too much.
I know it might take a while, but I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. We out here. I'm winning that one. I'm winning that one every time. 50-foot gummy bear be damned.
Right? Oh, he's supposed to be in The Matrix 4.
Is he?
Yeah.
I wonder how many people are coming back for that.
I don't know.
I wonder how many people, how many of the returning cast are going to be coming back.
Kind of pumped for it though.
I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited for it. I obviously I liked the first one. I enjoyed the next two. I enjoyed all three.
Yeah,
I'm not going to sit here and say that they're great movies, but I enjoyed them. I had fun watching them.
I like them.
It kind of proves the thought that finding out is more fun than knowing.
Yeah.
So finding out Neo is the one is more fun than knowing he's the one and then looking at all the cool shit that he could do.
Yeah.
That being said, I feel like with the technological advances that we have now, I feel like it can be a much stronger movie because the limitations aren't there now.
For sure.
Because a lot of that CG was like...
Yeah, it was kind of... Yeah.
I've seen B-level games that had better CG than that. So... It was pretty sad when the Matrix game looked better than the CG and that game was hot garbage. But it was pretty sad when the game looks better than the movie.
Yeah.
But finding out is usually better than
I think it's going to be the thing with the Star Wars movies. So like when the original 3 came out back in the 70s and 80s, and then when the prequels came out like in the 90s, it was like, why the fuck is that ship look better than the ones they had?
Yeah.
You know
everything
what I mean?
Everything
if
is way
this is supposed
cleaner.
to be set before, you would think the original 3 are the first ones.
You know what they had? I call it the sequel shine.
Okay.
So like,
all right.
Did you ever see Conan the Barbarian?
Yes.
The original Conan the Barbarian.
Yes. Yeah.
And then there was Conan the Destroyer. So if you put them beside each other, Conan the Barbarian had a real gritty film grain look to it. It was like, you felt like you were there.
Yeah.
Conan the Destroyer was super shiny. Yeah. Everything was shiny.
Yeah.
He was clean and fucking glistening and shit. Like nobody was really dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In that first one, he was dirty, bloody. You know what I'm saying?
He's a barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that it's the sequel shine. The next one usually has a big, a lot of times, if it does well, a lot of times it'll get a bigger budget and, you know, they have better cameras or whatever, but it misses that grit and that dirt and that shine. That's what happened with the prequels.
Yeah.
They had the sequel shine because the original Star Wars movies, Gonzo said, good night, gents. It's COD time.
And real quick, Tamara's in the chat too.
Oh, Tamara. Is that how you say it, Tamara?
Tamara.
Okay. Just making sure. I'm looking out for you. A lot of times it'll have that, it has the sequel shine. Everything was shinier. Everything was clean. It didn't really look dirty because, you know, they were on better sets and things like that, better cameras. The original one, man, was on, I don't want to say a shoestring budget, but it wasn't
But there was way less to work with. But at the same time, then it also kind of makes sense with like the arc of Star Wars. Yeah. Because that was when the Empire took over. Yeah. So everything was more like desolate, deserted.
So things kind of mess up a little bit and get a little, that makes sense. So. You're right. Still though, didn't need to be shiny.
Well, no, I'm talking like the prequels, like the original Star Wars. That's when the Empire had taken over. So that's kind of why everything, not just because of the time it was made, but that's also why things looked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they took over and probably destroyed a lot of the technological advances that they had made. Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I still think that it was too shiny, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
There was a fucking chrome
ship
with a fucking chrome parachute.
Right? I'm like, what the hell is this?
Oh,
I still love them, though.
Yeah. I'll still watch them. I'll watch them. I'll watch them all. I'll
watch 1 through 9.
I'll definitely watch them all. They kind of started shit in the bed. Fucking 8, 9 started getting a little weird, but I'll watch them. You know, just once I would like to be in one of these movies, and it's like, okay, why is this always the last fucking one? You know what I mean? Like, okay, it's all on this person. This is the last fucking Jedi. This is the last Sith. And like, here's the thing. I get it. The rule of the Sith is there's only 2.
Yeah.
There's a master and an apprentice.
Yep.
Clearly that shit doesn't work.
Clearly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, clearly that shit, your old boy Darth let 2 Death Stars get blown the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Clearly you might want some more people in place. Now, I'm not saying that I know everything there is to know about Star Wars. I'm not saying that at all.
For sure.
I'm just saying as a person, just as a regular person watching, I get it. The rule is there's only 2, a master and an apprentice. But clearly maybe a couple of more. You know what I mean? Maybe 1 or 2 more. The way they made Darth Vader seem, Darth Vader didn't seem scary until, what was the movie? Rogue One. Yeah. That's when he was scared. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, he was fucking people up.
Yeah.
In the other movies, he kind of seems like the worst henchman on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you let 2 Death Stars get blown up, and your squad got beat by some fucking teddy bears?
That's like, so Robot Chicken, they're because like all those cartoons did like Family Guy did the 3-hour episodes for the 3 original Star Wars, which are fucking hilarious.
Oh, for sure.
And then Robot Chicken did like a whole half-hour episode of just random Star Wars skits.
Oh.
And there's one that like, so Darth Vader is talking to the Emperor about what happened with the Death Star. The Emperor's like Palpatine.
Pantene.
Yeah,
or whatever.
And the Emperor's like, you realize, like, I don't know the exact words, but it was along the lines of, you realize you let us get beat by a band of like teenagers.
That's true.
Like, he's like, we literally have a planet that destroys other planets, and we lost to teenagers.
To a teenager that kisses his sister. Like,
right? Yeah. And a bunch of teddy bears.
Oh, man. I'll tell you this, though, man. Those fucking Ewoks are menacing as fuck.
They are. Yeah.
Tell you a little something that a lot of people might not realize. I'm about to ruin fucking Ewoks for y'all. So, spoiler alert, I'm about to ruin the cuteness of Ewoks for y'all. If you notice, at the end of Return of the Jedi, right? Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of stormtrooper outfits. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of stormtrooper armor just sitting around. They're playing drums on them and everything, having a jolly good time. Hey, people, what the fuck do y'all think happened to the stormtroopers? They ate them.
Yes.
That's what the fuck happened to them. They fucking ate them.
And that should have been a clue because they were trying to freaking roast Han Solo.
Yeah. they were already trying to roast him. So those cute
cuddly little Ewoks fuck shit up.
They fucking eat people. They fucking eat. They're carnivores.
Yes.
They are predators, is what they are.
They are tiny little bears. What do you think tiny little bears eat?
Man. With big lips. They got big ass.
Yeah, they do.
Jimmy Walker lips, too. Like big ass. What's the old boy from Rolling Stones? Fucking the lead singer?
Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger. Big old Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger got some big fucking lips, dude. Black people look at Mick Jagger like, he got some big fucking lips. Like, I remember when I was a kid, like when I lived in Oklahoma for a while, right? Mm-hmm. Super racist. And people would be like, oh, yeah, black people, they got big lips and blah, blah. And I'm like, what about Mick Jagger? That dude's lips is bigger than anybody I've ever seen. That dude's lips are big as fuck. And he's as white as the driven snow. Like, don't try to give me that shit. Plus, one of the girls in my school had big ass lips. And she was super white, blonde, blue eye, like, you know, an Aryan dream. Her lips was big as shit. No collagen. Yeah, man, Ewoks be out here eating people.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all knew that. So just spoiler alert.
Yeah.
They killed the shit out of them stormtroopers and ate them. Mm-hmm. And you know what? That pretty much means Han Solo and all them ate them too. Because they were having a feast at the end, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
They ate the stormtroopers. They ate clones. Clone meat. I wonder what clone meat tastes like. I wonder what that tastes like. Or if it all tastes the same. Or if it tastes like chicken.
The other white meat?
Yeah. Oh, man. Stormtroopers, the other white meat. Oh, boy. Yeah, man. You can't do that. Can't do that. You can't unsee it. Moving on.
No.
And on that note, so have you been getting outside? I was thinking about this today, and one of the topics that I was talking about that actually we'll touch base on later. So I'm gonna delete that because we'll talk about it because it's connected to another topic. Okay. But the first thing I want to talk about is having a lot to do, having a lot of things to do, or having a lot of projects, having a lot of ideas, having a lot of things that you're trying to accomplish versus being busy, like the pros and cons. Now, to me, again, I speak from the bubble that is my life. To me, I never want to be busy. I do like accomplishing a lot, and I do like doing a lot, but I never want to be busy. To me, being busy is kind of a negative thing. When people are like, oh, my life is so busy, to me, that kind of means, again, this is to me. I'm not saying that this is for everyone else, but to me, that kind of means that like shit is out of control for you. Shit's not going the way that you want it to go because you're busy. You can't do other stuff because you have to do this. You know what I mean? Which means either you didn't get it done in time or you were doing something and then another thing came. And I don't want that life. I don't want a busy life. I don't want to miss out on relationships with my friends, spending time with my friends, on doing things because I'm busy. Now, having a lot to do, doing a lot, that's a whole other thing. You know, I do video projects, photo projects, this podcast, watching anime. Like I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of things, but I'm not busy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like at any time I can say, yeah, okay, let's go out and grab a bite to eat. Let's go and get some wings. Gregory hit me up the other day and was like, yo, we're going to get wings. Do you want to come? If I was busy, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm not, I don't live a busy life. So I was able to say, yeah, I would love to go get wings. And we got some good fucking wings, dude. Ooh-wee. We might have to do a food segment one day on the show. Just have a quick little aside for some food stuff. But yeah, like I'm not a fan of being busy. I'm a fan of having a lot to do. And what I mean by that is like, it's optional. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that I can do and I choose to do them. But being busy to me means you're just working your life away. You know what I mean? Like my dad would always say, if a man works his whole life to buy a chair, but never enjoys that chair because he's always working, and what the fuck is he working for? You know what I mean? He didn't say fuck, but sometimes you got to add a fuck in there so the ignorant people hear you. You know, I don't want to be busy. I want to have time. I want to have time to do the things that I want to do, but at the same time, I want to put the work in to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish. You know what I mean? Like if it's hindering your life, busy seems like it hinders your life. Like what are your thoughts on that?
Never really thought of it that way. But now that like, I guess I just associate when I'm doing something, I've always associated that with just being busy. Yeah, well, so like
in the moment for sure.
Yeah, so like if you know, like for example, like Saturday, it was we had Vinny's birthday party. So like I was busy. I was at Vinny's birthday party. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like maybe I'm thinking maybe to me it means different.
No, you're exactly right. So when you're in the act of doing something, you're busy doing that thing. Yeah, I was just talking generally in life. I don't want a busy life. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a busy person.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. So like I want things to do, but I don't, I guess, like I always like having stuff to do, but I don't like, I don't know.
I mean, you're wording it pretty good in my opinion.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know how to like go where I wanted to go with that. I don't know where I was. You know what? I don't know where I was going with that thought. How about that?
He's like, I don't know where I was going with that, but wherever it is, I am now here.
So we'll just, I don't like feeling rushed.
Okay. Gotcha.
So wherever that fits into, I don't like that.
That's that busy. Yeah. That's having a busy life. Like you're always feeling like I got to do this thing. I got to do that thing. It's kind of like, like on dating sites where people are like, oh, yo, my time is very limited, but I'll make the time for the right person. Mm-hmm. You're living a busy life. You know what I'm saying? You're constantly on the go. Like when people tell me, dude, I'm constantly moving and shaking. Like you got to get in where you fit in. I don't live like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to live like that. I don't want to have to pencil in seeing my friends. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people will, oh shit, Herb said, what did Dooski? Ski. Oh man. I know a lot of people will say, well, that's the key to success. You know what I mean? And I don't always agree with that. You can be successful and still have time to actually live life.
However, after being locked up,
after being on vacation for a little while,
I don't want nothing to do either. So I guess happy medium between nothing to do and busy.
Yeah, having things to do, but not.
That's where I like to be.
Not living a busy life.
Yeah.
Tamara said, I think. Tamara, right?
Yeah, Tamara.
I always second guess myself whenever
Just go with it, Tamara.
Yeah, Tamara said I think that living a busy life means that you're always rushed and usually doing things that you feel like you have to do instead of enjoying yourself. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. When people approach me and they tell me about how super busy they are and I'm always busy, like there's never like, okay, man, hey, go with God. Mm-hmm. Live your life.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit into the realm of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I don't want to if I have to plan to hang out with you as a friend.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind. Here's the thing. If I know that you're doing stuff and you want to make plans to hang out, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But if it's an absolute necessity, I'm cool. I'm all right. You know what I mean? Like if I can't hit you up one day, hey man, let's go get some pad thai somewhere. Go get some Mongolian barbecue or something like that.
Yeah.
And I get it. If you have kids, you have a family. Kim has a whole ass family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A rambunctious family. A rambunctious family. Tamara said, you've been saying my name right for a long time. You only mess it up the first few weeks. You're right. Just like I called Brooke a chick for the first few weeks. Oh, man. But yeah, like Cam has a whole ass family.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Cam has a whole ass family and a full-time job. And there's still times I can just hit him up and be like, hey, man, we're going to do this. You want to go grab a bite or something like that? And he'll be like, all right, bet. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then there's times where, we'll plan some stuff.
Yeah.
So like that's fine. That's not being busy.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's, you're raising a family, you're working, you're supporting your family. That's totally fine. But I know single people that I never have a down moment in my days. Like, what the fuck are you accomplishing then? Like, how do you enjoy your accomplishments?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I busted my ass for a whole summer to buy my car. Of course, I bring it back to me in my car, No. I busted my ass for a whole summer to buy my car, and I enjoy driving my fucking car around.
Yeah.
Now, if I would have never drove it because I'm constantly hustling, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Greg bought his Mustang and works to pay for his Mustang, right? But you bet you damn Skippy, Greg enjoys driving his fucking Mustang.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's not too busy to drive his Mustang. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it gets me. People will.
Hell, I told you guys when I was locked up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I call it, locked up.
It won't let me out.
Like, I still put my mask on, got in my car, and just drove around.
And got your drive on.
Yeah.
I dig that. You got to enjoy things.
Yeah.
You got to enjoy things. I mean, you definitely weren't busy. So
No. I wasn't busy.
You definitely had some free time.
But even not being, even before locked up, I was just I'd be sitting there and be like, I'm just get in my car and drive.
Yeah.
Like, drive down the park, drive downtown or something, like do a big
drive around the block
circle. Like, it's, I don't know.
And I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all whatsoever. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't want to live a busy life. You know what I mean? It's just it's not the move. It's not the move for me.
Yeah.
And that's all I got to say about that. Our next thing, the next question that I have is, Do you feel like tech is bringing us closer, or has it reached the point that it's like,
I think
like spreading us apart? Hold on real quick. Sawyer said, moving from MD to Hawaii, I couldn't slow down and couldn't enjoy Hawaii life. I needed to feel busy. Moving back to this busy town, all I want is calm down time. Exactly. Yeah. Dude, damn, you can't see. That's what I'm talking about. If you're so busy, you can't enjoy Hawaii.
Right.
That's Hawaii, dude.
Yeah. That's paradise.
That's paradise, man. People pay money to go there to chill, and he couldn't enjoy it because he felt like he had the hustle and the bustle. And I'm willing to bet you, because Sawyer, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like things are a little bit more laid back in Hawaii. I've only been there once when I was a kid. We went to a burning sugarcane field and grabbed some sugarcane and ate it.
Oh shit,
it's pretty tasty. Tasty. I feel like things are a little bit more laid back in Hawaii than it is over here on the mainland.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, especially he's in the DMV. The DMV is hustle and bustles constantly. So you go from there to Hawaii where things are laid back. You would feel like you need to be constantly hustling. Yeah. And then the Hawaiians are like, that's not how shit works here,
right?
man.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, just calm down, man.
Mahalo, bro.
Yeah. Hakuna Matata.
I don't even know if I used that in the right.
I'm pretty sure you did, but hey, they're like, hey, man, hang loose, man.
Hang loose, man. Just want to surf?
Yeah. Brazil's like that too, man. Brazil's super laid back. It's super chill. Like, there's always time to go to the beach. Mm-hmm. Like you always got time to go to the beach. Like, it's not how we do things. Like, obviously the politicians probably do it that way, but the regular working folk, it's not how we do things. Mm-hmm. So I feel like he took that hustle from the DMV.
Sawyer said it's country in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So it's a lot more laid back. Mm-hmm. So you take that hustle from the DMV
and then go
and in your mind and take that to Hawaii.
Yeah,
you know the saying, you can take the kid out the streets, but you can't take the street out the kid.
Mm-hmm. That's
you could take Sawyer out of the hustle, but you can't take the hustle out of Sawyer.
Yeah.
So he's in Hawaii, like, yo, I gotta move and shake. I gotta do some things, and they're like, whoa, bro,
what are you doing over here? Relax,
chill.
Your taxes will pay themselves. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Oh man, like, look at all the. Even like, so if you look at like UFC, right?
Yeah.
You notice all the Hawaiian fighters are super chill. BJ Penn was chill as fuck, dude. Heavyweight, fuck it, whatever. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Fucking Max Holloway is chill as a motherfucker.
He wasn't Max chill on that fight though.
Max Holloway beat the shit out. Whoo!
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Oh man. So he said he got into fights for honking his horn.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man, you're in Hawaii. They his country, but they like to fight. Man, Max beat the brakes off of what was his name? Catter? Bro. You know what that looked like? You remember how I always tell you how I tried boxing in a boxing gym?
Yeah.
And how like some 12, 13-year-old basically just hit me with every part. That's what it looked like. It looked like. The way Max Holloway was hitting him. He hit him with a spinning kick. I ain't never seen Max Holloway do a spinning kick.
445 significant strikes landed. Significant strikes.
That means he threw 600.
Yeah, he had that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that means he threw like 700.
They always break up.
Yeah,
strikes
it's like a percentage. Yeah,
and he landed 445 significant strikes. Either he threw 700. Or everything he threw was a significant strike. That's the only two things. It's the only
way that works out. Yeah, that's man. Listen, man. If
halfway in the fight, he stopped and looked at Dana and said, "I'm your best fucking fighter."
Yeah, he was talking shit, bro. He was talking that good shit. He was dodging punches and talking shit. And not even to the person he was fighting.
No,
he was dodging punches and talking shit to
Dana White.
To Cormier. And, oh my God, bro. He was like, "This is my cage." Like, fuck. I hope they let him take that cage home with him.
Yeah.
You know how when a motherfucker scores a touchdown in football, they take the ball home with him. Yeah. I hope they let him take that cage home.
Take the whole cage, bro. Set it up in your backyard.
You right. This is yours. This is yours. My bad.
I'm sorry.
I just paid for it, but go ahead, take it with you. Dude, if somebody hits me over 100 times, like, I clearly did something wrong.
Right.
That's kind of like, that's where the drama is. Like, that's the drama. This person is getting hit 400 and something times. Clearly, that's not what he trained to do.
No.
It's like when you watch a race and the dude that comes in dead last, like, that's the person that's the drama. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, They're like looking around like, I'm fucking dead last right now. Like, dude, I trained all that time to come in dead last.
Yeah.
I could have not trained at all.
Right? I could have saved. I could have ate whatever the fuck I wanted. I could have.
Catter could have not trained at all and got hit.
And that outcome would have been the same.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah. That means he basically hit him like Catter did. And this is, I'm not taking anything away from Catter. Catter's an excellent fighter.
Yeah.
It's just Holloway that night was just that fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
That Catter put the work in. He trained. Mm-hmm. He did everything he was supposed to do. He did everything right. And that's a tough son of a bitch, man.
Yeah.
Not many people can take 400 fucking strikes.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
400 significant strikes. That ain't including like a jab or a fucking, stuff like that. That's
when you checked or blocked.
He got hit 400 times hard.
Yes.
Officer Faye is in the building with us right now.
Hello, Officer Faye.
I'm going to blow it up too. Officer Faye is here with us. Yeah, 400 freaking strikes, dude. Like, I don't ever want to get hit 400 times.
No.
I don't ever want to experience that. Oh, what's going on? Hey, Officer Faye with the like. Yeah, I don't ever want to experience what it's like to get hit 400 and something times. Like, if I did that, something is seriously wrong. Something is seriously wrong. Something has gone horribly wrong. 400 fucking strikes, dude. Yeah, he beat the shit out of him. He beat the brakes off of him, bro. Like that was a beating.
Yeah.
That was like a father-son beating.
Yeah.
Like literally. And Catter said that Max is the senior and I'm the young one. Like, okay. All right.
Well,
talk that shit if you want to.
That senior put your ass in timeout.
Yeah. 100%.
Like physically put you in timeout.
Bro, that was so bananas. And like I'm watching it. I'm like, bro, you know what it looked like? It looked like somebody playing the UFC game against the computer. And the
computer was on easy.
Yeah, and just beating the hell out of him for 5 fucking rounds.
It literally looked like
5 fucking rounds.
That's what it was. Man. Like at one point I was watching, because like I didn't watch it live because we were at the birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was watching it later that night, I'm like, okay, this isn't. Are they joking right now?
This is UFC 4.
And then round 2 happened, and I'm like, all right, what?
You're like,
and then by round 4, I was like, dude, he is getting his ass kicked.
You're like, this is EA Sports UFC 3, man. This ain't no damn.
This ain't no real fight. Like, that dude's just standing there. It's like he wanted to get hit.
Bro, you think that was worse than the Izzy Costa fight? That was a worse ass whooping than the Izzy. You know what? Izzy didn't land as many strikes,
but he fucked him up.
But Costa did. Costa looked way more confused.
He did, yeah.
Did the Costa fight get stopped? I think he TKO'd him.
I think he did.
Because he like humped him at the end of the fight.
Yeah.
I went to decision. I think it went to decision.
Did it?
Yeah, I think he just beat on him for like basically the entire fight. Yeah, Holloway just woo-wee.
Like that shit was so.
We're gonna have to talk about that because we're doing the sports show Thursday.
Actually, Cam has to work third shift.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No worries. No worries. Well, good thing we're talking about it now. We should have had him call in. I think he's probably working right now.
He is working right now, yeah. It was KO round 2.
Wait, really?
KO TKO round 2, yeah.
It went that fast?
Yeah.
Maybe that was worse then. Maybe that was worse.
I don't know though.
It's tough
because this like
getting beat for 5 rounds is
him.
Yeah, for 5 rounds
to the point where you knocked him out, and then you humped him at the end.
Well, here's the thing. He was outclassing him and then caught him.
Yeah.
Holloway beat on this dude like a fucking drum.
5 rounds.
For 5 rounds. That's probably worse, dude. That's torture.
Like at least at the end, Costa was probably like, "Oh shit, thank God this is over."
Yeah.
Catter was probably thinking that, but it never ended.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna go out on my shield. Like I ain't gonna go out like no bitch. I ain't gonna tap out, but this shit hurts.
Yeah.
Dude, I've never seen Holloway really do that many spinning kicks.
Me neither.
Never seen him do it. I've seen him throw kicks before, but not spinning like that.
Here's a question: do you think he wants his belt back? That's what, like, because I've never seen, dude. That Holloway didn't even look like Holloway when he had the belt.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. And Volkanovski is like, he's like, I'm not interested in fighting him again.
Yeah,
because he doesn't look like that when he's in front of me. But people are like, whoa.
Like, hold on, bro.
Pump your brakes, homie, because that second fight, he won that second fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, the judges gave it to you.
Yeah.
But they're like, Max won that second fucking fight.
Yeah.
Like, you could talk about he doesn't look like that in front of you if you want to, but he got at you in that second fight.
It's like that's kind of how I feel about the McGregor-Diaz second fight.
Yeah, 100%.
Look.
Which is why, you
I
ever
think
notice
Diaz won that fight too.
You ever notice how McGregor doesn't really talk a lot of shit about that win? He doesn't really bring it up because he knows. I don't think he wants that smoke. I really don't think he wants that smoke. He was lucky enough to get the win back.
Yeah.
Like, okay. That first one, he was hitting him and was like, fuck, I can't knock this dude. I was having a conversation with somebody recently. We were talking about that fight. Mm-hmm. And he was like, because I was like, yeah, the Diaz brothers, dude, it's really difficult to knock them out. I think one person has knocked one of them out or TKO'd one of them, but I don't think they don't get knocked out.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, McGregor knocked him down so many times. And I was like, so Nick is that was Nick, right?
No, Nate.
Nate.
Yeah.
Both Nick and Nate, though, are jiu-jitsu players.
Yeah.
I've seen them plenty of times get hit, drop like that. Somebody leaps in to try to fucking
and then boom.
Finish the job, and then they're fucking tangled the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what they do. I'm like, if you notice, he would get knocked down. Conor wouldn't follow him down there, so he'd get right back up.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's kind of what
Nate.
Yeah. That's kind of what Nate does. And Nick, honestly. It's kind of what both of them do.
Yeah.
They'll catch something. They know how to roll with punches. Like, they're excellent boxers.
Oh, they are, yeah.
They know how to roll with punches. They're tough as nails. Like, we've seen them get hit with everything under the sun. Shit. Fucking Masvidal kicked Nate in the face.
Yeah.
And he wasn't asleep.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kicked his fucking face open.
Yeah.
And he wasn't asleep. So we've seen these dudes, take hella punishment. So that, like, I was trying to tell him, like, dude, he was luring him down there.
Yeah.
He was definitely luring him down there. I'm like, if Conor would have Conor did the right thing by not going down there.
Yeah.
And the optics of that made it look bad. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a layman judge and you're looking, it's like, okay, he got knocked down a bunch of times. It's kind of like when people pull guard, they count it as a takedown. Yeah. When actually it's like, you got these jiu-jitsu players, somebody will shoot on them and they pull guard, but then they'll count that as a takedown. Yeah. But then it's like, okay, well, but look at what's going on down there, man. This dude is in a Bermuda Triangle of submissions. Yeah. That's not a takedown.
No.
I'm like, if anything, the guy that pulled guard, in my opinion,
should get the takedown,
or at least get
points.
Get a point. Yeah,
for the takedown.
Because takedowns, bro, are a lot of fucking points.
They are.
There's fighters that get the shit beat out of them, but then get a ton of takedowns in the fight.
There's been fights where we've been watching and it's clearly the round is going one guy's way.
Yeah.
And then you'd hear Rogan and at the time Mike Goldberg say, if he gets that takedown, it could switch the round.
Yeah. And
just from one takedown.
And it literally does.
And it would.
It literally does.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't even be like a powerful takedown.
No, it would just be like a trip.
Like a trip or something like that. Oh man.
That's why I like the thing with wrestling, not like wrestling. With wrestling, like they have ride time.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I think they're starting to do that in MMA as well.
They should, because that would kind of alleviate.
I think they're starting to do with the new rules. I think they're doing like control time.
Yeah.
So like you could get a takedown, but if you don't control them while they're down there, you're not really.
Yeah.
Because the Natural Born Killer, he got taken down a few times, but he was going for submissions that entire time.
Yeah.
He ended up winning a decision on that. So I think they're starting to finally change some things around, maybe giving the judges a little bit more education.
That's cool.
I think that's something
they need to.
That's needed to happen for a while. The judges need some education about what they're watching, because you got boxing judges in there judging an MMA fight like a boxing match.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it's like, no,
it's two different
work.
things.
Like even the striking doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the same.
Like in boxing, okay, I could see where jabs could be a point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But in MMA, I mean,
a jab serves a purpose, but
it shouldn't be a point.
Yeah.
Or maybe if you throw like enough of them, then you get 1 point.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it definitely, if they connect well, that's one thing.
Yeah, but you see guys like they're not really even making contact sometimes with their jab, and they're scoring points.
Right.
It's like, what?
Mikey Ventura just said, "What's up?" in the chat on Instagram.
What up, Mikey?
And Miss McHugh is in the chat on Instagram.
Hello.
My ex cross the street neighbor.
Yeah,
she used to live right across the street. Also, Miss Tambino, I think is how you say her last name, Angela. Just like the stream.
Cool.
She's also a mom. So this technology thing, man, you think it's bringing us closer together, or you think it's reached critical mass at doing that, and now it's kind of spreading us apart a little bit. And adding on to that, because I was talking about like getting outside, do you think that it's preventing us?
Yes.
And when I say us, I don't mean you and me, obviously, but it's preventing people from going outside as much or even enjoying their time out there.
It's definitely preventing the youth.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like
you damn near gotta force kids to go outside now.
I feel like that's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth. A lot of times kids don't even really go outside all like that.
Which, I mean, it's good and bad. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when we were younger, we had that perfect medium where, like, we could sit for hours with our friends and play video games. But then there was a time where it's like, yo, you know what'd be really cool right now? Just getting on our bikes and going out in the park and just, you know what I mean? Just trying to be like the Goonies. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what's wild about that? So, I ride BMX. And when people see me out riding, they're like, that can't be your bike. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, that's a kid's bike. And I'm like, when's the last time you seen a kid riding fucking bikes outside?
Right? Right?
I was like,
does that even happen anymore?
Yeah, where do you see kids just out riding bikes, dude? I'm like, I don't see any.
Right?
Because they'd be like, oh, what are you trying to hang out with kids? Do you see any fucking kids out here?
Kids?
Like, no, I'm just riding my bike, enjoying my time, riding my bike, falling down these stairs. Tamara said, I think technology is ruining us in a lot of ways. We're definitely less active, and it's making us more dumb. And the wild thing about it is it's supposed to be, so it does do that. Yeah. It has the potential to make us all geniuses. It's yin and yang. It's the opposites. Yeah. If one is possible, the other is possible.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when they say like rap music is ruining our youth. Rap music has the power to do that, but it also has the power to uplift.
It does.
Music in general has the power to make things bad. Yeah. It has the power to do bad influences. It also has the power to do good things. Yeah. Same thing with technology. It has the power to, it does. It keeps a lot of people in. It keeps a lot of people from being active. It keeps a lot of people from getting outside and enjoying things. But it also has it makes people dumber because of the content that they choose to ingest. It also has the power to, expand our minds as well. Mikey V said, I miss meeting new people more and going out and it just being busy, like out and about. Definitely. I think for a while, the technology made the world smaller and smaller. I don't know why I put my hand on it. Technology made the world smaller and smaller, right? Yeah. Whereas, so I remember I had a girlfriend who was a nanny. This was back in DC, and she was from Sweden. And her time was up, and she had to go back to Sweden and then try to find another nanny job to get back over. So we had a talk, and we're like, so what are we going to do? We're going to break up. We're going to try to make this long distance thing work. And long distance was a lot different then. It wasn't Facebook. It wasn't Facebook. Sure. You had to write letters. I didn't write her many letters. She wrote me a ton. But like we did it, and it worked. It worked out. She got a new job in the DC area. Real weird too, because my mom was like, yeah, just let her come stay with us for a couple of weeks until her job starts. And I was like, word?
All right. Go, mom.
All right. But but it's one of those things where, at that time, a long distance relationship was exactly that. It was long fucking distance. Courtney said, as a middle school teacher who is also teaching virtually, technology has started to add a barrier to student interactions. However, it's such a great learning tool, but the whole social aspect of life being taken away. Exactly. This is exactly what we're talking about. It has the tool. It has the ability to do both. What I was saying, during that time, a long distance relationship, it was over. Yeah. We made it work somehow, but most long distance relationships at that time, it was like, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? And then technology came along and it was like, oh, wait a minute. Like we can FaceTime. Yeah. Like I can see your face. We could just talk like you're in the room with me. Right. Yeah. Long distance. Yeah, right. That probably doesn't work, but
hey,
So the world got smaller. Yeah. Like I always say, I got friends in Bulgaria, Romania. I got friends in places that I've never been. I got friends in Mongolia. I've never been there. You know what I mean? But I got friends there. And I got friends in places that I've never been and that I talk to often. Now, at the same time, I think it reached critical mass. So the world got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, right? Yep. And now you have all these classes online. Well, how many followers do you got?
Yeah.
Well, how many subscribers do you have? And then the world started doing this.
Yeah.
Started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Because now, if you're not part of the IT club, you know what I mean? You don't get to talk to these people because they got 3,000 followers. Right. You got 82.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't get to hang out with them. So it's reached the point that it's starting to hinder interactions as opposed to helping interactions. There was a time where I'll let you talk. Give me 1 second.
For sure.
There was a time where, like, take the Paul brothers, right? There was a time where they would have been in LA doing whatever they're doing, came back to Ohio and hung out with everybody that they knew from Ohio. Yeah. Because this is where they're from. This is where a lot of their friends were. You know what I mean? They wouldn't have been out in LA trusting people. They would have came back here and hung out with, like, all their old friends. Yeah. They come back now and they hang out with the cool people that have, you know, 50, 60, 70, 200,000 followers like they do. You know what I mean? I'm not faulting them for it. No. But it's what it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're not as social as some might think. And that's because of technology, dude. Yeah. That's because of technology. The whole follower count, the whole, like, how popular are you online? Like, all those things. Yeah. So the technology is starting to spread us further apart. And just like Courtney said, the social barrier is there. You know, you can't make a fart joke virtually. You can't. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? You can't burp and everybody laughs. Yeah, like, right. You'll just get muted. Like, oh man, what were you about to say?
I was gonna say, like, what baffles me about, because it definitely is making us dumb.
Yes.
And that baffles me.
Yes.
Because we literally could find out anything in the palm of our hands.
Literally.
Like, we could literally fact check anything somebody says.
The wealth of the world's knowledge.
And we are still a headline clickbait society.
Yep. Yep.
That's why now, like, it kind of about, like, 2 years ago, I stopped, like, just having actual conversations on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
So now I just post something. I'll let other people.
You Joe Rogan that shit, you post it, and don't even look at the comments.
Unless it's, like, somebody I know, or, if it's not, like, you know, if it's like, hey, you know, nice seeing you today. Oh, yeah, you too. You know, I'll do that stuff. Yeah. But if it's, like, debating, like, no, like, there's no point.
No, hell no.
Because there's times it's like, look, hey, motherfucker, you could see what I wrote is true. Just Google it. And they'll still be like, oh, no, it's not. I'm like, okay, fine. I see where this conversation's going.
Some people are just contrarians. Some people are just contrarians. You have contrarians in everything. You have contrarians when it comes to, like, factual stuff. You have contrarians. Like, dude, we literally looked at it. We saw it happen. Yeah. Oh, that could be faked. Okay. I was there. I was standing. I'm the one that filmed it. I was there. Yeah. I saw it happen. Yeah. Man, listen. Photoshop is no. It's not a photo. Yes. Dude, you have contrarians in sports. You know what I mean? Like, people will do stuff in sports. He's not. People still to this day call Mayweather a coward. Yeah. They call him a chump. Right. They call him a has-been. Yeah. This dude has done what nobody has done. This fucker retired on top. Yeah. Which is something that the sports world doesn't want. Yeah. The sports world doesn't want that. No. The sports world, like, if you think about it, Ali didn't get to retire on top. Nope. Ali didn't get to. They made Ali fight well into him having Parkinson's. Yeah. They did the same thing with Holmes, who's the person that beat Ali. Yep. They did the same thing with Tyson, basically. Like, they try to get them to fight until it's like they're just getting beat up by anybody and everybody. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they don't want you to go out on top. Mayweather is one of the few that went out on, if not the only, really, that went out on top. Like, he was undefeated. He had his last big money fight and was like, all right, I'm cool. Yeah. I'm done. You know what I mean? And now he's fighting fucking YouTubers and shit, which I ain't got a problem with it. No. Like, listen, if you want to call him out, okay. Yeah. There's people that fault Mayweather for that fight. Dude, he called him out. Yeah. He called Mayweather out. Yeah. And Mayweather was like, all right, like, a bunch of money to beat up on this dude. But yeah, there's contrarians.
Wait, that fight happened already?
No, it's going to.
Oh, I was going to say, where was I? Because I need to.
Yeah, it's Logan. It's Logan.
It's Logan?
Yeah. So, you know, there's contrarians and everything. Like, you know, shit, even in UFC, dude, somebody could get in that ring and fucking freeze somebody like Sub-Zero and kick them in half. Right. And there will be somebody be like, he's not all that. I could beat him. Like
oh, really?
Like, all right, really? Dude. Okay. It's like the people talking about Catter, right? Oh, Catter's he gave up. He's a chump, blah, blah. Dude, How about you hop in there and get hit 400 or something times?
See, yes, you know what? That 445 will be like 800.
Yeah. Matter of fact, get hit. Catter within round 3 had probably already been hit like 200 or something times.
Yeah.
Like I would like to see you get hit 200 something times and come out enthusiastic for the
right.
He was enthusiastic for the next few rounds. Like he's like, no, I still got a chance.
Yeah.
I can still knock this fucker out. There was never a time where he was like, fuck. He was like, you know what? I'm behind on points, way behind, but I can knock this fucker out.
But there's still that chance.
Yeah.
And he made it last all 5.
Hell yeah. So props. I feel like my chair is lower. Yep, it was. I can see it on camera. There's too much like headroom. But yeah, he made it work. So there's people that are contrarian about so many things. Like no matter what, like you'll post something and you'll post something factual. It's something we'll have. My dad used to say, stupid people always got something smart to say. Mm-hmm. And there's always those people that like have some smart shit to say or something to add to it. Sometimes like one of my problems with social media and posting and stuff, sometimes you post something, right? Mm-hmm. And it's literally res ipsa loquitur. The thing speaks for itself. Yeah. A little bit, throw a little Latin out there. Yeah. You know. The thing, miss 7.5.
Yeah.
JT is in the building. The 7-point Feezy. You'll post something and it's like the thing speaks for itself. Yeah. You don't need to add to it. You don't need to put your 2 cents in. Click the like button or don't click the like button. Just read it, take it in, and keep it pushing. And I feel like you do that pretty often. Like you post things that are like, okay, no, this is what it is. Yeah. And then there will be people that will get in the comment section depending on like, nah, dude, just take it for what it is. Yeah.
I was like, I'll be like, yeah, I'm not thinking about that right now.
Yeah. Take it for what it is.
My thought was this. What I can't stand is when they try to tell you what you were trying to say.
Facts.
No. How about you stop?
Yeah. What I was trying to say is exactly
what I said,
and I can't stress this enough. Yeah. The fuck.
Yeah.
I said.
Yeah. So like a lot of times with me now, it has to do with like sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pictures of my nieces and nephews. Mm-hmm. Pictures when I start taking them again, and then sports. That's what I stick to now. I feel that's a safe place. But even now with sports, it's like you'll get that one person who was like, oh, well, if they like, look, I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is player X is responsible for doing more than just sacking the quarterback.
Yeah.
If you're not sacking the quarterback, you have to make sure you're doing your other job right so the rest of the defense can do theirs.
Yes.
If you're not, that's a problem.
Well, actually, if player Z would have...
Nowhere did I say player X is a horrible player or that he's not good.
You have a job to do.
You have a job to do. It's not just, in this instance, it's not just getting to the quarterback. If you're not getting to the quarterback, Myles Garrett.
I knew who you were talking about.
And look, I mean, completely the whole germ thing, yes, I get that. I'm not even putting that into this conversation.
Right.
But if you're on the field, the court, wherever, in the ring, in the octagon,
the pitch,
you are expected to do your job 100%.
For sure.
So if you are physically unable to do it 100%, you should not be playing. Because even though you may be better than your backup, which in this case you clearly are.
Wait, hold on. Sawyer said, hope it's not too early, but sorry for your loss. Oh, he's talking about the Browns.
Oh,
I was like, did somebody die or what? Like, are you transmitting from the future?
Right?
I had to check my heart rate for a second and make sure I was doing all right. No, personally, I can only speak for me. That loss was not a typical loss.
It wasn't.
I think they gained more. It's kind of like, again, I relate everything back to fighting, right? Yeah. Sometimes in a loss, your stock goes up because of the way you handled your loss. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Like
take Catter, for instance. Yeah. He got beat on for 5 rounds straight. Mm-hmm. Never once gave up. You know what I mean? He wasn't able to pull out the victory out of nowhere, but he never once gave up. And that's a championship spirit. because some people may forget that Chael Sonnen did that to Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Beat on him for 5 rounds, and then, last minute, Silva whipped the triangle out of nowhere and was able to get the win. This is what champions do. Champions never give up. And the fact that, to me, again, I'm a layman because I don't know much about sports, but to me, the fact that they went out there and was within 5 points of basically a touchdown of beating basically the best team in the league.
They're still the Super Bowl champs. Until they lose it, they're still the champs. So 5 points of tying, 1 touchdown away from beating them. That says a lot to me. Yeah. And it wasn't. What was the score like? It was 19-3 at one point.
Chiefs, right? But the end score was like
22-17.
22-17, right? Now, people thought that was going to be a 50, 60 point game. They thought the Chiefs was going to come in and run all over them. And the defense was able to do some things. You know what I mean? I know. Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They weren't able to just run wild on them.
Well,
is what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm getting. They were when Patrick Mahomes was in.
Oh, yeah.
When he got out, that's when our defense kind of looked magically better. Well, it's like, you don't have the best player one of the best players in the league at quarterback. That's why.
I honestly give them credit for that.
I do.
I mean, you don't want to see anybody get hurt.
No, for sure.
But listen, wasn't Patrick Mahomes running the ball when that happened?
Yeah.
If you run the ball, you get hit.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't saying, I'm just saying, like, our defense looked better.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Because
for sure.
He had Chad Henne.
But I also feel like the defense is responsible for him not being there anymore.
Well,
yeah,
for sure, yeah.
It was good. Dude, when he got up, so as somebody who has fought and had my bell rung, when he got up, I looked at his eyes. I was like, that dude has a concussion. Yeah. Even Evan, Kid Genius, was like, that's a concussion. Yeah. He's like, the way he got up, those glassy eyes.
Right. I looked at Will. I was like, yeah, dude, that dude's done.
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You don't come back from that. Not in football. You don't come back from that.
He didn't even know he was playing football.
Yeah.
And you could see that.
He thought he was at practice.
It was Mac Wilson who tackled him, and then one of their guys, they helped him up.
Yeah. They picked him. I think they picked him up a little too quick, too.
I think they did, too.
You shouldn't get up that.
No.
When you're concussed, you shouldn't get up that fast.
He wasn't even all the way up, and he was falling already.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have picked him up.
I mean, he sat for a second, but they picked. I don't know if they thought the concussion was hovering. They could get him up fast enough.
Right.
It won't swoop in.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely shouldn't have picked him up.
He looked around and you could see on his face, he was like, well, I play football?
You know what he looked like? Hey, this is fucked up. You know what he looked like when Holly Holm knocked out Ronda Rousey, right? And then shook her hand. Like, after the fight, she shook her hand, and the look on Ronda's face was exactly the same look as Patrick Mahomes. Like, she didn't realize. She was like, why are you standing there with my belt? What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Like, listen, so I had a fight one time, right? And I slapped a triangle on the dude, first round. Dude took me down. He was a great wrestler. Slapped a triangle on him. This fucker, Rampage Jackson'd me. Picked me up, slammed me on the ground, right? I was concussed. I was pretty much concussed. My bell was rung. And anything for the rest of the round was strictly muscle memory. Thank God this dude was nothing but a wrestler.
Yeah.
If you're nothing but a wrestler and you're just working for top position, like, I can handle that all day. And it just muscle memory, my body just did what it needed to do. I didn't really come to until the third fucking round. And my corner is like, yo, you got to knock him out. Like, he's been taking you down and just controlling you down there. This dude had no submissions. Yeah. And I just kept tying him up. And I'm like, no, we're fine. Like, this is the second round, right? He's like, we're in round 3.
Oh,
like, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
I have to show. I got that on video. I got him yelling, "We're in round 3," and I'm like, "What?
What do you mean we're in round 3,
bro?" I do not remember round 2 at all whatsoever.
That's not good.
Like,
man.
I see it.
Yeah.
I watch it, and I'm like, I don't remember doing any of that.
That's not good, man.
No, I mean, that was a long ass time.
Well, no,
ago.
I know, but
I haven't been rung like that since. But yeah, but I know what it's like to get your bell rung.
Yeah.
And when I looked at him, I'm like, that dude.
He looked around and he didn't know.
Nope.
From that look. What I got
was like, why are we dressed up?
why are we playing football, for one? 2, when did I start playing football? And not today. I mean, in my life. And 3, I don't even know who these dudes are.
Who the fuck are these people picking me up?
Right? Like, the look on his face was just...
Are we in a Foot Locker? Why are all these Foot Locker workers... Why are all these Foot Locker workers over here standing around? Did I steal some shoes?
Right?
What the fuck did I do?
Like, he did not know. Even when they showed him on the sideline, when he was sitting on the table.
When he's sitting down. Yeah, even when he ran off.
He had no clue where he was.
Nope.
None.
Nope. Yeah, even when he ran off, like when he's running into the back.
Yeah.
I think that was just, they were like, listen, we're going to need you to do this.
You can't be on the
court.
sidelines.
Yeah. We need you got to get up and do it. It looks bad if we carry you.
Yeah.
You know, I personally, I think they let him do that just so, like, maybe the Browns go into desperation mode. Like, oh, he's fine. He's going to be back. So we need to do a bunch of shit before he comes back.
Yeah.
But looking at that screen, I'm looking at his eyes. I'm like, nah, this dude don't even know where he's at, man. This dude doesn't even know where he's at.
Josh said, Ma,
I don't want to go to school.
Yes.
Facts. Yeah, he was like, man, just 2 more hours.
Right?
Just let me sleep for 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
You would think his alarm went off, man. He was, and listen, like I don't want to root for anyone getting hurt.
Oh yeah, that's not what we're doing here.
You know, that's the name of the game, man. You run the ball, that's the chance you take.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like when
and it wasn't even like a bad hit. Like
no, it was a clean hit.
Yeah, that just happened. You know, that
was it helmet to helmet at all?
Nope.
It was shoulder pad to helmet.
At first, it wasn't even shoulder pad to helmet. At first, I thought it was. Mm-hmm. But when they showed the reverse angle, his shoulder made contact with his upper body. So I think the jerk of his because his head didn't even hit the ground either.
Oh.
So like when Mac hit him, his shoulder it was the perfect way you're supposed to tackle.
Right.
Your shoulder was at the target and then your head was off to the side.
Okay.
So from the angle they showed live, it looked like, even the first replay, it looked like helmet to helmet. But when they showed the angle from the other, his shoulder hit like up here, and when he wrapped, so like his arm was like around the collar, and so when they both hit the ground, that's what was bracing Mahomes' head from hitting the ground was Mac's, like this part,
Mac's arm,
yeah. So I don't know if it was his head, like the initial impact, or from maybe his arm being in that area. Mm-hmm. But yeah, his head never hit the floor, never hit the field or his helmet or shoulder pad.
Wow.
So it was either from impact or just bad luck of the draw.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, his shit was wrong.
Yeah.
His shit was like wrong. That's, whew. Man, the human body is such a delicate thing.
Right?
The human body, the human body is probably the worst engineered body out of like everything. Like when you look at like gorillas and hippopotamus and stuff, they don't worry about getting knocked out. They don't worry about getting punched in the jaw and knocked out. Yeah, like gorillas instantly come packed full of muscle. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
actually, that I take back what I said. Giraffes, they fight with their necks.
Yeah,
so obviously it's not having a neck.
Yep. Yeah. So and you don't see them getting their bells rung and shit like that, and they be smacking the shit out of each other, bro. It looks painful. Oh, the Chocolate Girl Wonder just joined on Instagram.
What's up, Pete?
Of course she joins when we're about to sign off.
I mean, we could go a little longer if you want.
We go 3 minutes longer. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We'll stick around for Key's sake. Yeah, it's man. But you know, like I said, I think the Browns stock went up.
It did.
Even in that loss, their stock definitely went up.
I think we
hell of a season.
Yeah, I think like what we was our mantra the last couple weeks of the season. I think the rest of the league knows that we're not the same Browns no more.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
Because even then, like, think about that. I get Mahomes got hurt and whatever, but we were down 19-3.
Yeah.
We were still making a comeback when Mahomes was in the game.
Yeah. It was already on the up.
So it was 19-3 at halftime, and you didn't score all but 3 points the rest of the game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Or was it 16-3 at halftime? I think it was 16-3 at halftime.
Yeah, because the final score was what, 22?
22 to
yeah. So
22 to 17.
They didn't score another touchdown.
No.
It was a field goal.
Yep.
And that wind out there in Kansas City was a motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
Woo!
Especially because their kicker's automatic, and he was missing.
That shit went
that shit was crazy.
That shit took a hard left. I was like, damn, dude, what the fuck was that? That shit literally looked like somebody entered a cheat code and fucking made that shit hook left.
I think we're in a good spot.
Key said, welcome back, Pun. And then she said, sorry, friends, I was at the gym. That's okay.
Thank you, Key.
I'm sure you're glistening.
Right? No sweat.
Oh, man.
Hair still in place.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like
looking all fabulous straight out of the gym. Oh, man. Oh, man. What was I was about to bring something up.
Do we have any more?
No,
did we cover all the topics?
Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, shit.
I think we did. I think we got everything. I think we got all the topics.
Okay.
I think we might do a
Oh yeah, Josh said it was 19-3. Yeah, so it was 19-3 at half, and they didn't score but 3 points now. Again,
yeah, he said you were right.
Pat Mahomes got hurt, but still,
we
were still making a comeback. He was still in the game, and still they only scored 3 points.
Yeah,
after halftime.
So he was still in the game as they were coming back to the
so upswing. I think like the old Browns, even the Browns last year would have been like, oh well, fuck, this game's over.
Well, the old Browns are worse in the second half than they are in the first half.
Yeah, well, that too. But the old Browns gave up a lot.
Yeah,
because they knew they sucked. They knew they weren't good.
They were like,
whatever.
Fuck it, we're just trying to get the first pick.
Trying to collect these paychecks.
Yeah. Wait, does it work that way in football? That you get the first
if you're the
pick?
worst team, you get the first pick.
Yeah. Is that why so many like really baller ass players go to like these terrible teams? And then they fucking trade them for some other shit.
Kind of, yeah.
That's gotta be horrible, dude. You get drafted to the worst team in the league. But then some people, are like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna turn it around.
Well, think that. Well, for example, the Browns.
Yeah,
we drafted Baker first.
Yeah,
and he
was like, I'm gonna turn this shit around.
He's like, I want to go to a team like that. So sometimes it works both. You know what I mean? It could work both ways.
He's like, you see them wins? That's all me,
right?
That's all me, homie. I did that. See, I'm the one that can.
I mean, he's got some good help too. I mean,
but they weren't drafted first.
Because offensive linemen usually aren't drafted first.
He's at home telling himself that in the mirror. They weren't drafted first. I was the one. He's hitting himself with a fucking stick and shit.
I mean,
I was the one drafted first.
Baker has come a long way since his rookie year.
For sure.
And he is our franchise quarterback. I'm confident in saying that.
For sure.
However,
I mean, a rookie year is a rookie year.
He has it extremely easy. Well, this year with that offensive line. And in worst case scenario, I'm just going to hand it off to these two guys and let them just carry people 5 yards.
Those are like the best two running backs in the league, dude. Is there another duo as good as
duo?
Them in
No.
the league?
Duo, no.
I mean, obviously, there's probably other running backs that are fucking.
Derrick Henry is by himself probably the best running back in the league.
But as far as a
duo,
hey, what's going on back there? Maddie Moses.
Maddie Moses.
Also, really quick, homework guy's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday, homework. Related birthday.
Let's blow it up for Maddie. And now let's blow it up for homework guy.
Cool. But yeah, that's not even because it's the Cleveland Browns. That's the best 1-2 punch in football in the backfield.
Yeah, they just run through shit like,
and they get better as the thing with them.
Keep getting better.
The thing with both of them, and even Derrick Henry for the Tennessee Titans, those three get better as the game goes on.
Oh yeah.
Whereas usually it's like, okay, it's the fourth quarter. The running back's been getting the ball the whole game. He's tired. You're subbing your first or your third down back in for him. Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, I mean, yeah, they get the benefit where, like, when you sub them out, we don't lose anything because we have two starting running backs as opposed to a starter then like a backup.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a luxury for us, but still, like, they just it's almost like they want it to be the third and fourth quarter.
Huh, that's a good point.
Because like Nick Chubb, he was running a lot better in the second half than he was the first.
That is fuck. Yeah, you're right.
First half he was dropping balls, he was dropping catches.
Wait, did he
Yeah, he dropped two big ones. He even said it. He was like, I put that loss on me, which I really don't agree with him on that. I mean, I respect the notion of that's how he feels, but that was just a loss. Like, there was nobody to blame for that.
Yeah.
Like, even as bad as the call was, the missed call, we were talking about it before the podcast. Like, that's really not why we lost the game. It took points off the board before half.
Right.
But we were still in position to win that game at the end of the game. We just couldn't stop them. We couldn't.
It just didn't
Our
happen.
defense couldn't. Well, first, our last offensive possession, we somehow started calling the game that it was almost like we were winning. That's how they were calling. That's the play calls. It's like we were already winning. And I'm like, why are we doing these plays? Like, we need to score to win.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was two things. The last offensive drive we had was called like we were ahead and that we were going to get the ball back.
Right.
When, in all honesty, you should have never thought you were getting the ball back.
No.
Because our defense couldn't stop them. So even with Chad Henne, you have to, in your mind, you have to be like, our defense could not stop these guys all game.
Why does his name sound familiar?
Dude, you getting it? Or probably because Hemi for Dodge.
No,
like the Hemi
the
engine?
name Chad Henning.
I mean,
I feel like I heard it in a song or something.
Chad Henne?
Yeah.
He was the quarterback for the team up north, like in 2005.
When we went to Columbus to watch the game.
Oh yeah, when you went with Cam.
Everybody was singing it. They were singing that fucking song.
Yeah.
They were singing that. They were singing his name in the song.
Yeah.
Chad Henning is a bitch.
Yeah.
A motherfucking bitch. Yeah, that's what.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, man. Oh, Kelsey decided to join us.
What's up, Kels?
She's on the gram.
Okay. But yeah, so it was, look, that was, I don't know. That was just a loss. Like, honestly, like, there's nobody. It was the missed call big? Yes, because when you're playing a sport that they say they're hell bent on getting helmet to helmet hits out of the game, you can't miss one like that.
Kelsey said, "Oh, am I late? I was out buying a new car."
Oh,
is that what you were doing?
Flex move.
Nah, fuck that, because she was like, "Oh, I sold my truck. I don't need it. I don't need one. It's just one less thing."
Okay.
And then she goes out and buys a new car.
Oh, okay. Well, did she not need a truck?
No. I was like, "Are you going to get a new vehicle?" She was like, "No, probably not."
Oh,
like she doesn't need the payments, things like that, blah blah. And I was like, "All right." And I'm like, "I think you're going to get one. I think you're going to get another one." Oh. So it seems as though I might have been correct.
Yeah. As you most of the time are, my friend.
You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do our sign off.
Okay.
But then we're just going to keep streaming. She goes, "Hey, turns out I need a car." Oh man. So everybody that's currently watching, we're going to do our sign out. And then we're going to, we're going to keep going on IG, but I'm going to sign off on the other ones so that I can stop recording the actual podcast. And then we're going to re-sign in on Facebook and Twitch and do a quick little after hours.
I could do stream. I could do a good 45 minutes.
Yeah. Kelsey goes, "You were right, okay?" So everybody on Instagram, stick around. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere, because we're not signing out of Instagram. But as far as the other two, the big fish. Oh, wrong one.
Hey.
So for now, thank you everybody that joined us for the Jordan episode of Two Endangered Mammals with the return of the GOAT. It only makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Number 23, you're the GOAT co-host.
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. With the return of Mr. Pun Fu Panda. Mr. Pun, why don't you tell them how they can get in touch with you?
On Instagram and Snapchat at Pun Fu Panda, and on Facebook, Pun Capasso.
And if you want to reach me, you can reach me at Tiger39. Let me put it up there for you. That's there it is. That's THAIGER 39. And you can reach me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, everywhere, Twitch, YouTube, anywhere that the media is of a social variety.
And where there's a handle.
You can reach me at Tiger39. If you want to send me some suggestions or anything like that, go ahead and send them to tiger39@gmail.com. If you want to watch or listen to the podcast after the fact, pull up your favorite podcasting streaming platform and just search for 2 Endangered Mammals. We're the only 2 that show up there. If you want to watch any of the past episodes, go ahead, go over to YouTube, youtube.com/tiger39. Everything's there organized in playlists.
Sure is.
Get to see Pun's beautiful face. Now that he's back on the scene.
Yeah, right?
Once again, thank you for joining us. We are 2 Endangered Mammals, and we are signing out. Peace.